you guys.
You just fucked him up.
Drunk Monkey here to play some Dungeons and Dragons with some friends and family. Like we normally do, I'm going to go around the table and introduce everybody for the viewers. Starting on this side of the table and work my way around. So we have Riley, who is playing Mao. Next to her, we have Justin, who is playing Thoron. Next to him, we have Zach, who is playing Peter.
Hello.
Priqrin, a.k.a. Peter. Next to him, I have Jason, who is playing Bahst.
Oh, yeah.
Next to him, I have Sarah, who is playing Bernnice. And the blind dwarf in the room, Bart, that's being played by Ron. And his other counterpart, Bertram, he's playing. So he's playing two characters. And I am the DM for the game, which I will be Ryan for the game here. By the way, happy Mother's Day, since this will be aired on Mother's Day, obviously. So we'll just go ahead and kick it out. I don't really have any other announcements. We're not taking any days off that I'm aware of just yet. So
not until July. Until June.
Okay. Well then, when it gets closer, then we'll announce that, I guess. Okay, so
we'll probably need to talk about Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's not next weekend, but the weekend after. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that either because we're talking about family stuff, possibly driving, but I have to discuss with the wife. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get into the game. You guys had left the dungeon, came back up, turned in the Spider's Eye Gym to the pretty much relations or whatever you want to call them, basically the guards or the head honchos, people to go turn in to start maybe negotiations or to try to end this war type of thing. The war is still currently right there. Within a day or two, they have already marched within eye shot of Waterdeep and appears to be setting up a base of operations on that field. They've already begun building walls and such. But within those 2 days of you guys being back, you've done a few things, crafted a few things, fixed some of your brewery stuff, constructed a door to open up into the other building that somebody had purchased, and kind of cleaned up the tavern just a little bit, get it back ready to be opened. One person in particular has seen her temple. Another has been actually visited by others inflicted with the same curse, if you would, that he has, just different types of forms. And that pretty much kind of sums it up. You kind of been having some downtime. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to the map, and we will get into this. So it is night of your second day or so that you've been here. There is a little bit of a rattling on a window, particularly Priqrin's. You hear just a slight rapping at the window. It disturbs you enough to wake up. And as you get up, and you walk over and kind of just peer out, it is one of the guys that you found in the crypt. He is currently in a shapeshift hybrid form, and he's currently just tapping on the window.
Climb up here?
It appears that's probably what he did.
All right.
Perched on whatever seal that he's able to land upon.
I'll open the window.
I can't remember if I even said what his fucking name was.
Oh, probably not.
Probably not, yeah. You know what? That's his name.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Right.
Yeah. Probably not. Probably not. You say it fast enough. Probably not.
Yeah.
You recognize him. He's the one.
Gnomish, right?
Oh, what?
Gnomish, right?
Sure. In this form, he doesn't look that gnomish. You let him in?
Yeah.
He is, I believe I said, more feline in nature. So, yeah, he was able to climb up and kind of hold on pretty easily. He steps in and basically said I'd come and visit you the next day.
Well, I mean, this is a little late coming and visiting.
Or early.
He's got a point.
I'll say that. Or early, depending on which way you look at it. Well, like to see what you can do. If anything. Yet. You still seem, I don't know, fresh.
What do you want to see?
Shapeshift for me.
Shapeshift.
Let me see your form.
All right. I shapeshift.
Okay. He kind of does a little walk around, just looking at you, kind of sniffing a little bit. He goes, okay. Smells like you got some of the basics. You shapeshift form just fine. Doesn't hurt still, does it? It's his hybrid
Barebat?
form.
Oh, okay.
Hybrid form, basically, yeah.
It's Vampire the Long Rainbow.
My electric form.
I want to show you some few other things you can do. So basically, more or less, he teaches you some of the stuff that you can do with like runes or blood or whatnot that you have access to and abilities. He kind of goes over, he shows you, like you see him pull out a knife, kind of spins it around, then just kind of along his arm or so, you see him kind of cut up, just like cut into himself for a bit. And then with the little bit of blood that's on his blade, he smears it across, and you just see his blade all of a sudden just like crystallize and turn into some sort of ice blade off of there. He goes, with training and concentration dedication, you can find your own form as well. This one here, I can pretty much turn my weapon into like an ice blade. Hurts even more when it stabs into somebody. Others can do fire and other forms. So, but spends a few hours with you, kind of going over some of your skills that you're going to be able to do in your Lycan form. In or out, I believe, of your Lycan form.
Yeah.
During which he does kind of, not really cuts it short, but wants to make sure that he gets there. So you spend probably a good couple hours or so demonstrating and showing. When you get stronger, I can show you more. Just like I said, just put something outside your balcony. I'll see it, and I'll come visit.
All
right. So you see him kind of sniff real quick. And he darts to the window, and like his head just kind of starts doing this number, just looking around, darting back and forth, and then you just see him leap out of the window. As soon as he does that, you hear just behind you, like a little sound of poof, and you hear sound. You turn around and
It's Bahst.
Roxy is standing like right behind you. Well, not really standing. Yeah, you know, the dog is standing right behind you, just kind of sniffing at you. Walks over to the window, sniffing the ground as he's walking over to the window, or she's walking over to the window, sniffs it, sits up on her hind legs, looks out the window, and you just hear.
Let's scratch her behind the ear and say, let's not have this little conversation with anyone else.
And then gone.
I close the window.
Okay. All right. And then you go close the window, head back to bed.
Yeah.
Finish up your long rest. Um, Bart. In the middle of the night, as you're sleeping, you start having visions.
Ranger.
You see Victor. This is a strange area that you're in with Victor.
With him.
It is you recognize him, and you recognize yourself. Obviously, you look around and you see 7 other figures in that room. You don't recognize the room that you're in, but you can see that he is having troubles. One figure seems to be looming over him as he's kind of on his knees, tilt backwards with his head facing the ceiling, and his figure just looks like he is beginning to put his hand on his, like he's got one hand on his shoulder and we're getting ready to put his
Does
hand
it look
over
like
his
Victor
face.
is happy to be receiving this, or
He does not appear to be in a happy state.
Yeah.
And as this is happening, you get kind of a sharp pain on your right side.
the same side that has a hand on his shoulder?
Yeah, actually. It is on the exact same side that has his hand on his shoulder.
And I see that the figures are like not like clear, they're just like
It's yeah, they're not clear, different size figures. The shapes, it's kind of hard to make out. It's not a clear vision.
is Victor clear?
Victor is the only one who's clear.
And then the figure that's reaching for him is not clear.
Not clear yet.
Victor, do you need help? Does he respond at all? Does he?
You get no response, but before the hand touches him, you do see him kind of look over, and it looks like he's trying to say something before that hand just touches his face. And when it does, you snap awake. You got kind of a cold drench sweat. You do still get a long rest. This was more towards the end of your slumber. But you wake up, heart pounding, racing. You're kind of sweating a little bit. You don't feel that pain that you swear that you felt in that dream.
So I feel like that this was in a place that we had been before, or did it look like it was under?
You don't recognize the setting.
Yeah.
It may be in a place that you have not been before.
I am gonna sit up in my bed and just wonder for a minute, and then I'm gonna reach out to Victor.
Okay. All right. What do you what are you trying to say?
I just asked if he's Victor. Are you here?
Kind of describe how you're doing it.
So I just sat on the edge of my bed, kind of that cold sweat still, and I put my fingers on my ring and just
Spin it around type thing.
and
Okay.
Victor, are you here?
Okay. A minute goes by that feels pretty long because you're waiting.
Yeah.
It's one of those like shit, something just happened and you're sitting there, so it just feels like only a minute has passed, and you hear the voice of Victor. Yes, what is it?
Do you need my assistance?
I can always use your assistance.
I had a vision that you were in trouble.
Vision.
A dream.
What's kind of vision?
Sweat. That you were not in a good place. That somebody was very difficult to tell, but it did not look like you were in a good place.
Oh. No, right now I'm all right. I am still this Halaster person that you told me to track down is very intriguing. I am currently tracking him, if you would. I will make sure my presence is erased so nobody senses me as I do this.
All right. Well, I just wanted to check before.
Appreciate it. If you get any more, please feel free to contact me.
Will, thank you.
Indeed. Thank you. Click.
And I put my just my day clothes on, and is it like early in the morning, still dark? Like
You don't hear anybody roaming around.
Yeah.
So it's like light is beginning to pierce enough. So you're seeing the light caress over the, but the sun has not.
Yeah. I'll just go downstairs and
Okay.
pour me an ale. And
As your surprise, Floon is actually already down there.
early today.
He is reeling to go.
Yeah.
But he is down there, and he seems to be helping Leaf prepare and clean up the bar and the kitchen and all that stuff, getting stuff ready.
When I go down there, are we opening today? Seems you're ready.
Well, we do have enough supplies to go ahead and start opening. Then again, we can always wait a few more days. I can get some more supplies. Right now, with the army outside of our walls, it's a little bit more expensive to get, but I can still get them.
Up to you. I'm gonna leave it in your hands, and then I
Okay.
just pour an ale.
Then we can always do a trial run and see how things
Not
go.
the oil, but the other one.
Right.
Not the dragon.
The treetop.
Yeah. Oh God, no. Never mind. I'll go back to the dragon. I forget.
think I said tri-tip.
I forget that one was.
Yeah.
Pork tip, tri-tip.
So, all right. So,
and, stoke the fire up, and
okay. I forget what I call that. I think I called it the dragon's breath or something like that.
one was the dragon's breath, and one was the oil sludge, and the other was the
I think it was like the dirty cog.
yeah.
See, I should have wrote down those things. I didn't write them down.
The brown.
Okay.
And I just sit there and wait for
Okay.
whatever
That's fine. After a short period of time, you are greeted by actually the dog first. Hearing noise downstairs. Roxy does poof downstairs and kind of comes, lays down over by you just to get some pets and stuff like that, like normal.
And bacon.
That too.
Food's beginning to cook and everything. But eventually you all make your way downstairs, one by one, seeing Bart awake. And after a little while, Bertram will be joining you here soon. But for the most part, everybody at the that's here is at the tables,
Oh yeah.
getting drinks and food.
Did she
Bart's
make,
over here in this chair sitting fire.
who made breakfast this morning?
Leaf usually makes breakfast.
Lay down, Mama.
Oh, okay. Not as good as hers was, but it's pretty good.
Don't judge Leaf.
I give you a compliment.
I don't care.
Apparently not.
Flashing over to Bertram.
Watery eggs. How's that work?
Bertram, you wake up to the sounds of birds chirping.
Yes, I did.
The light being brought into your room as one of your butlers / maids opens the curtains for you and just greets you warmly. Rise and shine, sir.
Rub my eyes.
It is
Good
the morning. Your bath is drawn and ready for you. Your clothes is laid out over here, and breakfast will be served At the usual time.
You know, still waking up. Thank you. And I head to the fresh bath.
She kind of follows you towards the bathroom. As you get in there and you strip down and you get in there, you usually throw your clothes just close to the door. She just opens it up, grabs your dirty clothes, laundry out. There's a towel in there, and just grabs your dirty clothes and just walks off. You get done with your bath, you go to your room, you're dried off, you put on your clothes, you head downstairs for your breakfast. It's been actually, I want to say, about a week, a 10-day since your father's departed.
Yeah.
From last, I think probably a little bit longer, but from the last time you saw your father to now. As you're sitting there eating, they brought in the newspaper, but you also have a letter sitting on top of the newspaper. The letter is marked from your father, addressed to you. It reads, "Dear son, I am away on a business trip, but our last talks that we've had made me realize that I need to tell you more about your mother. And about the powers she possessed."
Is this my original mother?
This is your original mother. She is actually from the Fae. She came here as kind of a refugee to get away from those that were to do her kind wrong. I found her wandering south of Waterdeep, far south. Barely clothes on her, dirty as can be. But I knew right then I found somebody that I could love. So I loaded her up in my dad's carriage, cleaned her up, gave her clothes, and taught her some ways. I only wish that you would have met her, and I regret holding this from you all this time. When I get back, we can discuss further in detail if you like. But for now, know that if you are starting to feel some sort of energy in you, it's not strange. It is normal. And then it's signed your father. But down at the bottom it says, P.S. Keep an eye on your sister. They say females are quicker to explore this power than males. Give her a kiss too. For me. And that's pretty much the gist of the letter on it.
Okay, after I finish reading it, I put it in my pocket. Am I by myself on the table? Just servants?
Yeah, pretty much you are at the table by yourself. They're close by.
Yeah.
The door to the kitchen or whatnot is just right over here. So if you holler, ring the bell, anything that you do normally to gain their attention.
This room is the dining room. Is there a fireplace in this room? Is it?
You know what? Yes. We will say the outside wall to your right, there is a fireplace. It is currently not lit because it's not really a cold. It's kind of more fallish weather.
Yeah.
It may be a little chilly in the morning, but it's not bad towards the afternoon. So the fire had been lit, but it's not lit anymore. Like remnants of maybe a little bit of embers or something are still there, but it's not blazing.
Yeah.
So. But it is an authentic letter. It is his signature, and it was his seal that was on
Okay.
the letter, so it is authentic.
Interesting. I go and get my normal daily clothes. I don't think we're planning on adventuring today, so I get just ready as normal, and
Okay.
and I head to the DoorSmasher to see what
Okay.
if anything is.
All right. Flashing back over to the DoorSmashers. Everybody's at the table and everything else, eating and such. Probably a good 10 minutes or so passes before a familiar face of Bertram comes walking in. Interesting clothes. I mean, he does not look like he normally does when you guys adventure or anything. It's pretty well cleaned.
Fancy.
Fancy, but fancy to a point of not really drawing too much attention. Enough for people to see, oh, he's whatever, oh, he must be got money or something like that, maybe.
Mr. Fancy
But
Pants.
enough, it's low enough that it doesn't draw their attention. We're on, do I know him? Type of deal. It's one of those type of styles. So, but yeah, Bertram walks in. You see the rest of the group eating breakfast. You already had yours, but again, you're offered by Floon. He goes, morning, Bertram. You hungry?
No, thanks.
Fresh
I
eggs? No. Oh, okay.
took care of that.
All right.
Where is Priqrin sitting? The whole thing.
At the table with everybody else.
With everybody else?
Yeah, I nobody's really moved. We didn't really move any icons to tables.
Okay.
So
If he was sitting, but since he's in I just do my normal thing and sit.
okay. Right now, yeah, everybody's just clustering around the bar. That's what
There's a fire.
yes.
Where Bart, I do walk over to the fire and
Okay.
throw the letter in it.
All right. Is Bart sitting there?
Yeah,
when you
Bart
do
is
it?
sitting
Okay.
there.
So does Bart see Bertram just throw something into the fire?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's got to be cool what you see there, but yeah, you rolled an 18. So
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
he sees you. Yeah.
What you doing?
We got
Just correspondence that doesn't need eyes.
wow.
Does anybody else see me do it though? That's the question.
No, because it's off in the corner. I feel like it's off in the corner that if anybody rolls, it's going to be a very high DC.
Well,
Even
yeah.
though you're not being chalant about it.
No, I slide a hand it just because I can.
But either way, it's off in the
think we can
corner
punch
that
that.
it's
He's like
really
that.
it is really kind of hard to see.
Maybe a 21 is my slide.
Well,
I just walked up and threw that letter into the fire.
I'd still add like maybe a 4 to that just because of the position of where it
It
is.
doesn't need to
And
be.
Roxy.
Thank you
So
We'll call
for
her
not
Roxy.
calling my dog Morden.
this is what I'm going to do
Morden,
for you
the
guys.
dog that jumps around. God of the dwarves.
This is what I'm going to do for this time. So the war is still going on. Wars
Oh, this.
don't necessarily, we brought it 3 days, they left, it's gone. No. It may take a while. You were asked to not go anywhere.
Yep.
Just in case they need you for any type of diplomatic
Reason.
issues or anything like that. Or if they need you to come to be come to help negotiate or maybe talk, or maybe the other side wants to meet the people that actually got it. But either way, they asked you guys to put a pause on it, hang out in town. The guards themselves in the streets, they don't seem to be as busy as normal. It seems like a lot of people are still on edge, but it doesn't seem like they are rushing and trying to establish stuff. It's more or less now a base establishment where most people are already in the positions where they need to be, so they're just it's more or less relief groups and stuff.
Okay.
As far as town folks and everything else goes, you do see during the day, you do see people. It's not as crowded as normal. A lot of businesses seem to be closed up or boarded up, saying that due to war, business is temporarily closed. But what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of speed this up a little bit and do kind of like weeks are going to go by.
Okay.
Okay. If there's anything you guys are wanting to do within the weeks, let me know.
You want to shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend like 4 or 5 hours during the day training, and then like another 4 hours working on.
Busy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bart's
And
gonna spend 4 or 5 hours training and 4 hours and bitching that we're not leaving.
so what I did for you is you already
A week ago,
rolled.
you were talking about
You
retired.
typically already rolled your first week.
Yeah.
You didn't see an undead army.
Because the first
Undead.
the first week is what I had you roll for.
Okay.
So like I said, within that first week, if there's something going on, let me know. As far as the shield go, are you wanting to make the shield first or are you wanting to train first?
I'll probably train in the morning.
Okay.
I gotta train outside now.
Right. I know our image that we have shows grass and all this other stuff, but that's typically actually not what it is. It's more cobblestone and stuff like that because you guys are in the city. The greeny grass and trees just ignore that. That's
There's
not
the
actually
turret. You could train on the turret.
But yes, you can find a spot. You can actually there are training facilities you guys can go to if you really want to travel to. It's not too far from
We can do
the
it right here.
blacksmith guild.
Do it right here.
Okay.
As long as we're not open, we can just do it right here in this.
I'd rather not terrorize the floor, but yeah.
It's mine.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna open.
Or
We are. We tried.
or you can go next door
We do have a hole next door.
Oh yeah, we do. Let's
and,
do that. Let's
and
go
train
next door.
in there.
Let's go next door.
Okay, so you guys go training next door. They're gone for 4 hours.
We do this each day, yeah.
Right. So 4 hours. Anybody doing anything special during the 4 hours?
I'm either trying to buy potions or earn money to get potions.
Okay. How would you be earning money?
You go to taverns and wrestle, or arm wrestle, fight.
There's a lot of people in town that are looking for an arm wrestle.
That is pretty true.
All arm wrestle idiots.
Most of the establishments that would offer some sort of fighting inside are either closed up or they barely have anybody going.
Go to the guild.
One of the biggest ones is the Yawning Portal, but they don't usually do that type of stuff. And the only reason why they're doing well is because the city guards, as well as most adventurers who are enlisted in there, are going to that establishment because it is a well-known big establishment. But the smaller ones, they're not there. As far as the potions go and stuff, it is very hard for you to find some of those.
Did you go to the
Let's say you go to 2 places during this day, and most of them are telling you, one person goes, I don't quite have any right now in stock. As you see, the Lord of Waterdeep issued a proclamation of procuring almost all potions. I'm still in the midst of trying to make more. Try back in a little bit, in a few days, maybe a week tops. I might have more in stock.
Okay.
We're in an
You haven't even
economy of
asked what kind I wanted.
We're in an
Well,
economy of
most of their
austerity right
potions
now.
have been bought, whether it's healing
Right, but if
potions or
he's-
whatnot.
If he's gonna make some.
He's going to be he's focused on making healing potions first. Is that what you're looking for? Healing potions?
That would be nice, but I got those
You
two.
have any
like,
money?
3. I got a little bit. I literally got
Got a
50
little bit.
gold worth of silver, and then I have
A lot.
58 gold,
More than
1
all I have on my person.
electrum, and 2 copper. So I got
Yeah.
like about 100 gold.
You have 50 golds worth of silver, so you have 500 silver?
Oh,
Just a big old bag of it.
That's how he worded it. He said he had
Well,
50
silverware. I
gold
should have said
pieces worth of
silverware.
silver.
My bad. I short did. I shouldn't.
You're walking around with some forks?
Yeah.
Hey, the blue Raja?
Yeah. You gotta just load them into cannons.
Master
and
of
shit.
forks.
We gotta. Nobody's gonna pickpocket forks.
True.
I
How do
mean,
you know?
Because they clang too
and it
much.
can be melted down for coinage if they need
Oh
it.
man!
But
Now knowing that night you ran through the city with your pockets full of forks.
yeah,
I feel like turning all my points into like,
it just.
That would have been an awkward conversation with
Please
the
tell me you
guards.
left those in the damn room when you were.
No, I did not.
You always carry them around.
I'm carrying them
Always carry
around.
my family
Honestly,
cutlery.
it reminds me of an episode of Salute Your Shorts. When they were trying to lose, the big guy was trying to lose weight to go to an all-you-can-eat crab buffet, but he had to lose some poundage, where the skinny kid had to gain some pounds. Well, he was hungry and everybody else was hungry, so they loaded up a bunch of change. So he has these cargo pants full of change, and he's walking, and you just hear just jingling around as he's going because he's trying to lose weight. So they put it all in change, so it's heavier for him to walk. They get there and they're short. They look back and all the change is just kind of like laid out in the trail.
Gingerbread house,
But
Hansel and Gretel style.
Trail of coins.
yeah, that just reminds me of that episode making clinking sound. So
But
so you spend what 4 hours of your day doing this, or most of the day trying to find?
I'm either doing that or working out, or looking for someone to do a Timora ritual.
Okay. All right.
how would you practice? I'm efficient with
And again, if there's nothing particular you guys want to do, I'm going to speed it up to her making a shield.
I'd probably just help out Floon.
Okay. Yeah, and Floon looks like he's preparing to open up tomorrow versus today as far as getting it ready. So he's still establishing, they're prepping food to get ready and everything else. So 4 hours comes and goes. Bernnice, are you going to the forge by yourself?
What now?
Are you going to the forge by yourself?
I don't know.
I was gonna help.
Okay.
Well, you're making something for me, so you know.
I mean, I got nothing to do. I'll go.
Okay.
Well, you already paid for your 50 gold for pretty much a week's worth.
8-year-old ale, saved for you,
Okay, so you're gonna need about 5 gold pieces worth of materials
Okay.
to make. And I believe I said how long it takes to make, didn't I?
It was
Something.
something divided by something, right? And
I
that's
don't-
time.
Item cost
Yeah.
divided by
the
50.
Yeah, did you write that down already?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, so the item cost was 10 gold, is what it normally takes. Divide that by 50. You get it?
5 weeks? 5
No.
days?
No,
5 hours.
10 divided by 50. A quarter of a day.
Oh, quarter
Yeah.
of a day. Sorry.
which four
Right.
hours.
I was
Your 4 hours that you're spending working on this is what it's going to be
I mean,
coming.
ting, ting, ting.
Yeah.
So,
You're not thinking that.
assuming
The castle.
you're not trying to assume, but you're using your mithril.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wanted, right? It's real.
Okay. It does not add anything to your AC other than a normal shield AC. In case you're wondering, she got the upgraded version because it was actually her deity, her goddess that was helping her out, which is why it became more than what it was.
She stole that shield from that damn dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
The only thing
Acquired.
Borrowed
No,
it.
borrowed.
Acquired.
Without asking.
she plans on
She'll
giving.
plan on
British
giving it
government.
back.
She
She's gonna put
may,
it in a museum somewhere.
when she's done
In
using it.
Britannia.
No, she'll put it in her own
Britannia.
museum.
No.
I will
Starting to
say
sound like the British Empire.
it is
I'm
definitely
borrowing
it is
forever.
definitely lighter than that shield that you have, but it is pretty much does the exact same as
Okay.
what your shield does. But it's more custom.
It is just prettier, Highness.
Yeah, it's more custom, more shinier. It's got kind of a it's a bluish silver color is what it looks like.
Why
But
wouldn't you-
it's more custom to what you want it to be. So if you want her to inlay anything or emblem anything,
Of,
she can easily do that.
Helm's Eye.
Just made a target on the
Yeah,
pile.
I will say
Yeah. Vicious
So he
mockery.
can be identified
that's what-
between the other fighters.
Vicious mockery.
It can be identified. Oh, no, sorry, Dan.
I don't do
Okay. Shields are still counted as armor and not
Yeah.
weapons, I believe. So you don't really get anything added on it other than it's pretty much a lighter shield,
And it's pretty.
And
and it's
yeah.
pretty
I'm pretty sure. This is Bernnice telling him. I'm pretty sure you could probably have and have Helm Bless.
the shield. Yeah, I'll go do that.
Why don't can you? Is there not enough mithril to make his armor lighter so he doesn't have disadvantage on stealth rolls anymore?
We
That's a
talked
lot of
about
armor.
that.
That's a lot of plate mail.
Whole plate.
What
Yeah,
about,
I
what about
wrote
doing a
down some
half plate?
Chainmail, plate.
He's a clean claim.
Yeah.
I'm the wind chime.
They call them the kitchen dwarf.
Wow,
I'm
you have a
wind
ladle
chime
guy
dwarf.
and a kitchen door.
Yep.
First thing we gotta have the kitchen sink.
Yeah, it's Justin.
Oh,
Nems is not around right now.
Yeah,
He's
Nems
at the
is
temple.
around.
Speaking of which, no.
Yeah, I like that
Do what, that guy?
guy. I said I like that guy.
Okay. Bart should like that
I
guy.
was gonna say Bart should like that guy.
They spell mithril.
M-I.
Spell
L.
meth. It's
Yes.
close enough.
I don't know if there's L is before the TH.
Mithril, right?
Yeah,
Mith. All right.
That's not spelled the same. Where's the shit? On the arm.
I've been spelling it MYTHRAL.
That's why I was trying.
M-Y? No, I think it's
Like
Yeah,
the
it's
myth.
Yeah, myth.
That's what I was thinking. Was with the Y.
Oh well, that's what it is in my head.
Oh, it's Mithril.
Oh, I'm not spelling.
Mithril.
According to Tolkien, it was supposed to be like aluminum. It's like magic aluminum.
I don't know who that is.
Stronger and lighter than steel.
It doesn't show shield.
No, because they don't make them.
The shield.
As hard as dragon scales, but light as a feather.
This is the reason why we have to have instructions on shampoo bottles. Fuck's sake.
What the fuck did you just say?
We're looking at mithril, and people ask, "Is mithril real?"
I will though.
I mean, technically. Oh,
Could you roll me a percentile, please,
Yeah. I
while
can
you're
do
making
that.
this?
I can do that. What am I doing?
oh wow,
70.
that flat roll.
I know.
Just flat.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, it didn't drool at all, did it?
I saw her shake it up, so I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, whoa.
I know.
He was confident in that
I
70.
guess so.
Yes. Hold on, we gotta check for magnets. Hold on.
No, you're good.
I just Space Jam
not-
all over again.
Nothing happens while you're doing it. You're successful in making your item. All right, so that gets made. That ends pretty much the day for you, as you got a new shield. You obviously had help from Thoron.
Yeah.
Cheering us on. You can do it.
Okay. All right. So again, you guys finish out your day, doing what you said you were going to do. Nobody else had anything else they were wanting to do, right? Correct. I mean, again, this can be stretched out throughout the week. So the night passes.
Bertram, at some point
Yes.
during this whole week long, whatever we're
Yep.
doing, is going to find a time where Perquin is by himself,
Okay.
alone, because I want to give him that.
All right.
But I wanted to get it out. You know, always got to be shady.
You don't want to sneak it back into his pouch
No,
like you did when
no.
the other way.
No.
Okay. All right. I want to slide hand this into his pouch versus out of his pouch now. We're reversing what I did earlier. No, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the next day comes, same routine kind of shows up, except no letter for Bertram from his dad, but he does his normal thing. You guys are doing your normal thing. Any other crafting or such is going to be done? No, yes.
Did you make that sword for me?
Oh, nope, I haven't. I guess I'm making a sword too.
Okay.
That's why he came with us.
Sorry.
Why not?
You,
Fine.
you gotta.
It's just part of the Bloodhunter stuff.
What?
Card for the Bloodhunter stuff.
Bloodhunter.
Well, no. This is Bart actually saying, "What the hell are you going to do with a sword?"
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Right.
That's his catchphrase.
Mithril isn't. Didn't we
Zach's
decide Mithril
catchphrase
was too
is
soft?
don't worry about
Don't
it.
we have to mix it with something to?
I don't-
For it to...
I don't think so.
Mix it with the blood of your
And
enemies.
it- I don't think we're making a hammer. We're just making a rapier.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it was bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was like poking and stabbing.
Yeah.
Bart's still going to give you hell because.
Yeah. Yo, what is that,
Said
Peter?
Like, what the hell are you going to do with that?
Oh,
Yeah,
she'll
what is
make
that, Peter?
Make it, and I'll show you.
I guess we're gonna fuck around and find out.
You gotta be careful with that table. That table gets out of hand very quickly. Because it's fun to fuck around, but finding out is
Bertram's all right. Bart's.
I know Bernice was a little like, okay.
Okay, so
Have you actually used a sword in any of our combat?
No,
You never even had one.
never even.
So
had
all
one.
of a sudden you're just going to start walking around with a stick.
Yeah, you gotta start swinging
It's a
around the
pokey
sword.
stick. It's a
Oh my.
pokey stick too, by the way. All I'm thinking is Antonio
Head for
Banderas
radius.
saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, well, I know which end. I know how to use a sword. Stick this pointy end to the other guy." The Mask of Zorro reference. No one else remembers that '90s movie.
You wanna
Classic.
What's the weight for the mythical shield again? I have to override it.
gonna go
It's half
break you around
the
with
weight
Bertram?
for the shield.
weight wise, you don't really got to worry about weight. I don't use
I know you don't,
encumbrance
but
on
I
you.
want to like give visual representation.
Okay.
It's for me.
You. All right. Yeah. Normal shield is usually 6 pounds. So cut in half, call it 3 pounds.
3-pound shield.
Yeah.
Considering Mithril,
All right.
is it easy to come by? I'm assuming not.
No.
And can you even buy more? Is it the same as adamantine?
We had to.
No.
We
They
mined
farmed
this out of a mountain.
Was it at Miri's Mountain or was it?
No.
No.
It was down in.
Wasn't
It was down in.
His mountain
level,
is-
Boss level.
boss level.
His mountain is mining platinum.
There's a lot of stuff I wasn't here for.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
and
asking.
and that's exactly why Bahst would be like, "Where the hell do you get all this myth?"
Yeah. No, it's that would be. That would
Did
be.
you buy it?
She just brings Mithril out of the
Yeah,
bag.
What?
Yeah.
I've seen her.
I mean, technically, that's exactly what you do.
I'm like, what the fuck? Is how many gold is per
Dude,
platinum?
we're rich. as fuck.
I know. Big
Plat-
so this boss
Platinum
is
is like five gold pieces
I'm
per
the poor
platinum.
guy hanging out with rich people.
Yeah.
That's what I
We
am.
have, we've got a whole tavern, multi-layered
Yeah,
building next
I'm
door.
like,
We're thinking about plans on buying this entire section of the neighborhood.
The alley.
I feel like
The
I'm
entire
hanging-
alley.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hanging
Turning
around
it
like
into a,
Elon Musk or who's another rich guy right now?
Realmar.
No, Jeff Bezos. I feel like I'm hanging around Jeff Bezos' house right now. That's the one I'm thinking about.
Realm Mark, get your shit
Okay,
together.
so
No, we're gonna call it Bart Mark.
Yes.
Bart Mark.
I'm running that store. I'd run it for you.
okay,
Hey, welcome
it's,
to Bartmark. Get your shit and get out.
it's going to take you about a half a day to forge his weapon.
Okay.
I will need you to roll percentile.
That's a 10.
That's 10.
I mean, dwarves don't make rapiers that often. Although she's a master smith.
Hold on, is there like an advantage at all because someone's helping you?
Proficiency.
No,
Okay.
no, no,
I tried.
no. Nah,
Got
no.
another dwarf helping you who's pretty.
I'm not proficient with it. I'm
Oh.
at
You're a
I mean,
dwarf, you know about metalworking.
No, it doesn't.
If it's an item that multiple people can get on, but with that sword as it is, it's not a very heavy sword. It's not a very long sword. So she's not making like a great axe, a great sword, or anything like that. It could require two people to help manipulate.
Yeah.
I'd say it's just going to be her doing it herself. So you do have complications that occur since you rolled a 10, because it's literally a 10% chance of having complications.
I'll go melt it back down into a orb.
Wait, 10% chance of her something going bad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing, right?
Sure.
Roll me a d6, please.
Oh, Lord. 6.
Okay. As you're making it, forging it, you start hearing people starting to whisper while watching you. The whispers kind of grow as you're making it. People see your work, but they're not impressed. Like somebody's spreading rumors about you as you're sitting there working about your quality of your work.
Rude.
They should
That's
be
the
glad I'm
equivalent
not
of
there.
calling my ale Bud Light.
And as you're getting done forging it, I mean, it doesn't, this particular bad fail or whatnot doesn't cost you anything. Like, it doesn't cost you extra time to make it. It's just as you're pouring it, getting done, and you get it cooled off and got your hilt put on it and all that other stuff, goodies. One person laughs and goes, ha ha ha, ha, that thing will bend and break in no time.
You want to take a bet on that?
I've seen rapiers, and you ain't made a good one.
You want to put your money where your mouth is there? Sweetheart.
And
Ooh.
what was that? The Book of Dwarven.
Insults.
No, the.
And that's, I need one.
Uh,
And what do you have in mind?
I don't know. How about a duel of sorts?
Right, straight to the duel.
And Bahst isn't here. God
The
damn it.
arena.
Arm wrestling?
Oh fuck!
God damn it. I'm not here to bet. Fuck.
Arm wrestling.
You all wrestle?
10 on Bernnice, 10 silver on Bernnice.
10 silver? Shit, I had to put 10 gold on it.
15 gold.
Oh, this is
20 gold.
You say this, and I mean, he's a pretty fucking big guy.
Okay.
I'll wrestle.
You want to arm wrestle him about it?
Break his arm, Bernice.
Don't hurt him.
Hold
You're
on
not here,
just a
but I
second.
seriously don't.
Hold on. Hold on.
This man don't know what he's about to get into.
If only. He's gonna fuck around and find out. That's what he's
Are you
gonna.
guys what?
You just. I'm what?
Are you there with me?
Yeah, that's what's
Are you
that.
there with
That's
me?
why I
I'm
bet.
assuming since, yeah.
You
So,
come with me?
I'm.
Somebody's
the
gotta watch
next
her, right?
day, isn't it?
yeah, that's pretty much next
Oh,
day.
he's I'm
He's
with
gonna be the
Flume.
referee.
You come with me?
No,
I didn't
hell
think
no.
so.
Getting
Like I didn't want to do that when I was back home in the. You're gonna want to watch you sit around and bang on metal.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit here and
It's heavy
Watch.
metal.
mouth bait lawn with Flume.
All right.
So you challenge him arm wrestling to defend your quality of work, is basically what you're saying. So your duel is arm wrestling.
Whoever can hit the iron.
The-
the hardest.
Because I'm not proficient
black-
in rapier.
The
I guess I could.
the blacksmith, that's head of the guild, goes, "We have a challenge amongst us, fellow blacksmiths. Gather around." Clears off this stump-like table and clears away.
I was hoping you'd be on the end.
This guy is at least 3 dwarfs tall,
3 doors
and at
down.
least about
9 foot.
and probably a good 3 dwarfs wide. He is pretty well cut. As he pulls his apron off, you see the massive 150 fucking pack that he's got. It's just muscle over muscle over muscle over muscle, right?
Well, let's just show them.
AKA cum gun.
He's just like, all right. No hard feelings if you lose, though. Love, I'll buy you an ale after this.
All right, sweetheart. Sounds
So
good.
we are pretty much going to.
Wish I was
So now
good
here's a
betting. I
question.
put
You see
so
how
much
he
money
moves
on
the
that.
fingers since her hands are like this? His hands are like giant.
His
I don't know how this is gonna
his
work, but it'll
hands
be fun.
practically like, yeah.
5 dwarf hands.
Your hand like fits right into his hand. You see the callus, you feel the callus, you see the work. He is a person that's been slinging metal a lot.
Sling and slag.
So it's a strength versus strength.
Okay.
That's 2 out of 3.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Let's
Be
see.
shameful somebody-
And because I didn't say anything about magic, I'm probably gonna add some.
Yeah, that's all. That.
Is it a thematic component or anything like that?
There is verbal.
Verbal? Oh,
Bless
see.
this match.
Bless this match. Are you ready?
Jesus Christ.
What'd she get?
Break.
Did
you break his arm?
14 altogether.
Oof.
So what'd you roll on the 20?
7.
7?
Mhm.
Fucking hell. Do you know how close this match was, really? It was close. You win the first round. He pulled off a 12.
Embarrassing.
I rolled low. You slam his hand down, and he kind of gives you this look on his face like, you're much stronger than I gave you credit for. You're not going to win this next round.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Bless this match. 22.
It's pretty fucking close on that one.
Oh no.
The blacksmith of the guild calls it a tie. As you both sit there, neither one of you budging.
Okay.
And he says break after a good solid 30 seconds to a minute or so of nobody budging either way. He says break. He goes, take a minute, drink some water, let your muscles relax for just a sec.
What's
All
my
right.
coach inside of a boxing ring? You got this. Sit shit on the chair.
Next round.
Just imagine Rocky beat the hell up right now, but it's Bernnice.
19.
You caught him off the guard on this one. And you slam his hand down. He had a +4 to his strength. I rolled a 9.
I rolled a 13 on my dice.
Did I not describe what he looked like?
Bernnice is +5.
Yeah, he had a
Bernice is
+4.
this tiny girl who doesn't look like she does anything.
Yeah.
Except for
That's why he
metal.
thought he could take her.
Yeah.
He has a +4 on strength.
Like a
What
14 or
was the
something.
betting
So,
pool?
yeah.
What was the betting
So-
pool?
A 13.
13.
It's been
That's the
settled.
only one in here that strength.
She has won this duel. He looks at you and goes, "There's something fishy about that freaking duel." And he walks away. He doesn't apologize. He just walks away, though. He hollers claiming something was fishy about that damn duel. And he walks away.
I heard
The
sore
magic belt, the
loser.
magic words. Which one helped here?
Whispers, of your shoddy work kind of ceases.
The red corner wins.
But people are still... The rumors may have stopped, but they still don't know your work, so they're not 100% sure that he is
Yeah.
wrong about you.
As long
But
as,
they're not spreading it around.
as long as it's not a -1 rapier, I think we're good, right? It gives health back.
It gives health back.
I don't think that's how that would work.
You don't know it's magical at this point.
It's
It's anti-magical.
it's not considered magic.
It's anti-magical. It takes
It's not magic.
a spell slot.
She put a point in the wrong on the handle, so when he stabs, he takes 1 point. Anyways,
Right in the palm.
yeah, right in the palm. It does damage, but then you
User
click
error.
one.
That's
Forgot to shave that off. All right.
On one side, it's fucking sharp on the
that
wrong
little
side.
thing that puts blood
Okay.
through it.
So
Power.
half a day goes by. You fixed it. You got your training in. You got your rapier down. Again, with the rapier, depending on what qualities it has, it already has finesse. So you gain, I believe, the light factor on it. All weapons here. All light weapons made from it will gain the finesse property. So yes, it is immune to corrosion as well.
Sweet.
So,
Do a
and
lot of that.
take a note, any mithril weapon, it counts as like a silvered weapon. Okay.
Nice.
So you get the finesse, it's immune to corrosion, and it does have the silver property on it. I will say the shield as well. Let's just go ahead and say it gets the immune effect for corrosion on that shield as well.
That's pretty nice.
Okay.
All right, so just keep that in mind. So if anything ever happens and I say it's on your shield and your shield takes damage, it doesn't take damage from corrosion. You make sure you take notes, because
Yeah, that's what
I don't know how long, when that will happen, that scenario. So I may not remember it. So just keep that note.
Yeah, there's actually a monster that eats things.
Okay, so the day goes by. Those of you that were out of the tavern, doing errands or running around or whatnot, you do come back. If you come back midday or so, even later on that day, the tavern's actually got a few people in it. They seem to be okay. They're buying drinks and they are buying food. So it's not a busy, but I mean, 4 people that are usually not there are now there, giving you guys money for your business. Before they leave, they do say, we'll let people know you guys are back in business. Appreciate the atmosphere, and kind of leave, ending that day. Okay, so any other things going on? Your normal day happens.
I was gonna go to the
Hall of Justice.
temple of Helm.
Oh yeah.
Get field blessed.
Okay.
Sure. Oh, Paladin and Helm, you can just bless it yourself, right? Wait,
I don't know how that would work.
can they do the divine thing where they ask the gods
No,
for
that's
favors?
only clerics.
Well, Blessing it is blessing it. You can easily put it down and water, blessed.
Water.
But does it have anything?
No,
Well,
it's
it
not going
doesn't
to be
have
anything
anything.
special about it. You blessed it.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. So we're gonna start fast forwarding a little bit since nothing else happening. Okay. We'll skip to the end of this week because it would have been another 6 days, and a week has been by since you guys have been up. It's been 4 days or so, full actual days since you've been up. So say 5 days passes.
5 more days?
5 more days pass. The tensions or whatnot don't. I mean, you see more people starting throughout the week. You start seeing more people starting to roam the streets more, as no actual war seems to be fought, but the other kingdom is still out there. They've already built walls and an establishment. They almost have like a small little keep or so that they have built out there, a base of
They built a
operations.
siege camp.
Yeah, pretty much. So they've already kind of gotten that established. But the week went by. Still no word on whether you guys are going to be needed. The following week, Bernnice, if you roll me a die 100, this is for your next week of training, and to see if anything happens.
54.
Okay, you're good. Your training throughout that week's going to be just fine. So, throughout the next week, yeah.
No, I was just wondering if it's just, has anything occurred at the potion shop since I'm going?
You're checking. They haven't really established much, but we'll wrap that up towards the end of this. Throughout the week, nothing's really has changed. Business picks up a little bit. You're getting a few more customers, maybe 1 or 2 more customers a day that you normally didn't have as far as total goes, coming through. Floon seems to be making regular trips to the market. Maybe that's also, it also seems like it's starting to pick up just a little bit more. Bart, you're about the only one that not the only one, but you get another drink. It's the same scenario, except the people that are around you, other than the one that seems to be touching Victor himself, they seem to be starting to come into view. Like you're starting to see color and shapes more clearly as in this vision now. You see Thoron clearly in that vision, but the rest aren't clear just yet.
What's Thoron doing in there?
He looks to be drawing his weapon. His weapon seems to be drawn. But his face, you know it's Thoron, but his face, the expressions and stuff, it's not clear. Yeah, it's almost like you got that distortion in his face. But his weapon, he definitely looks like he has his weapon out, drawn, and he looks in like a motion of movement.
Yeah.
But it's almost like time itself is stopped in a way, but it's not stopped. It's just moving really slowly. But you don't seem to be hindered by that. Like I said, you turn, you look around, you see people, you can turn and see them, and they all seem to just tick, and it's just slow.
Yeah.
But the same thing happens. You reach out and you're like, Victor, and he looks, and you can almost hear something audible, but before you can make out what it is, the hand touches, you wake up. And this seems to happen almost every week.
Yeah.
Not every day. It seems to be happening every week or so that this occurs. You have this dream, but each time you do, each one of those people in your dream start their silhouettes start filling in. You start seeing them. You start seeing Mal. You see Bahst. You're seeing Bernnice and Bertram and Priqrin in there with you, all in the middle of action of doing something. You see Priqrin look like he's casting a spell. You see Bahst with his weapon up, looking like he's charging in. You see Mal with her wand out. Again, all their faces. It's weird. You see their bodies, you see them, but it's like their face themselves have like a shadow or something on their face that you can't quite make out what's going on.
Does the surrounding have any vision?
The surroundings seem to grow out a little bit, but it's still darkness. It's almost like you're in a dome that you can only see so much, and anything past that dome is almost darkness that your vision itself cannot.
And so each
pass.
time that this happens, the hand hits the shoulder and I wake up.
The hand's already on the shoulder. It's
Yeah.
when it
it's the face.
grabs his face.
Yeah.
But every time the hand touches Victor's face, that's when you wake up.
Mhm.
Now, the last one you have, and this is, by the way, going on probably the 8th week of
We've
you
been up
guys.
here a while.
Yeah. This last vision that you have before you wake up is you see more of the man now that's been on top of Halaster itself. Like you don't, or not Halaster, sorry, Victor. You don't bother Victor too much with this, like every time, because you're still trying to get more information. It's still the same dream. It's still, so you're like, I don't think it's, you've already come to a conclusion. It's not much information for you to bother him again. But this time, you see the person that's touching him. He's got wide eyes, like crazy looking freaking eyes. Like he's been doing heroin, meth, and he's on some sort of other shit going on.
Salts.
Yeah, he's just looks like he's on shit, right? He's got this, you see it like before, it almost looked like a shadow that was on fire.
Yeah.
Right? Well, that shadow is that's on fire is not really fire, but it's actually robes just seem to be just bistling or flowing off him, just kind of like moving that way. His hair itself is pulled back and waving out, as well as he's got long white hair.
Is he human?
He looks human.
Yeah.
And you finally notice too that not only is he touching the shoulder, but he appears to be holding some sort of item in his hand that he's clutching against the shoulder as well. And it's almost like a dragon head looking item, like on a stick or on some sort of wand or something going on, but he's touching it. And it's, again, more clearly as you see more detail this time, as the emblem that Victor and you both share on your shoulder seems to be getting sucked into this item. And his hand, he's got long, bony looking hands, and he goes to touch. And as he does, you finally hear the words of Victor saying, "It's Halaster!" And then you wake up.
And he had not said that before in any of my previous streams.
No. Each time it seems like it's starting to get louder, because it's always like one of those, he opens his mouth and it's just...
I shoot out of bed. And Victor, have you found Halaster? Victor, are you there?
Two minutes pass by this time.
Victor, this is Bart, over.
You gotta after it. 2 minutes go by, and you do get a response from Victor. What is it?
Find Halaster? I had a vision. It said Halaster.
You had another vision?
Yes, same one. But this time, you screamed Halaster.
Nine. I have not found him just yet. Yeah, I'm trying to remember Victor's fucking accent. Damn it.
Russian.
Yeah, I thought it was Russian.
It
Thought I was
went-
going
went-
the Russian. Was it going the
went
Russian?
Very, very
Went-
much went.
Went German on
Scotty.
that. Scotty, yeah. Oh, fuck it. I'm trying to.
changing freaking.
It's me trying to.
Mineral, she's got-
It's me trying to remember what the fuck his accent is since I don't do it very often. So da. So yes, I will say that I have found Halaster. He is held up deep within the Undermountain. I am heading there now to scout and see if I can find anything worth of value.
What level were did we left the 9th level
And
or 10th? We had just got to the 10th.
you guys had just gotten to the 10th, found what you needed, and got the fuck out of there.
Yeah. So does it seem like he said he has found Victor, or he has found?
He has found Halaster. Victor
Where?
has
I
found.
asked him where.
He says. He said. It's deep within the Undermountain. You will need to travel deeper than you have gone before. But beware, as there is a crystal labyrinth you must get by, as well as a cavern that's full of oozes. And even then, you must push deeper in. The closer you get to me, our powers will gain stronger, and you will know that I'm near.
I'm coming. Quickly as I can. If I can convince Mel it's time to go.
Okay. All right. So, Bernnice,
Sorry.
if you
Sorry.
wouldn't mind, I know you were gone. We warped ahead about eight weeks.
Okay, cool.
So you've rolled twice.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to go ahead. It's 6 rolls.
44,
Okay, you're good.
90,
Oh yeah, you're good.
34,
Still good.
60,
Still good.
Five.
I think that's this. Yeah.
and 42.
Okay. Bart is on track even after all those shit he has. He is definitely motivated to train you, to get you going, to get you out of here. I will say that you gain the proficiency of your weapon that you were wanting to get.
Bart also has a goal to get back to the Undermountain. That's why he's focused.
A messenger does come to the bar and visit after you guys wake up and everything else. Brings news to you, Thoron. He brings a letter sealed with the mark of the Open Lord. And it says, this is for you and your companions. Please read it. Do haste and do what it says.
Thank you, will do. Guys, got a meeting.
Family meeting.
Family meeting. Where's Bahst?
What?
It's a family meeting.
Okay.
So, you open the letter, and it basically says, to the DoorSmashers, led by Thoron.
It's not your game, Dave.
What happened? What's going on?
This is wrong.
Everybody's
Let me
trying to-
see this real quick.
This is,
Rutabaugh.
as you read out loud,
Waterdeep, Dave.
as you read out loud to the group, I'm assuming, It says, "This is a letter to inform you and your companions that negotiations were successful. Over the course of weeks, we were able to establish communications and meetings to establish and to surrender the gem back to them. We appreciate your efforts and all that you've done, and would like to offer you an audience with the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Okay.
At your most earliest convenience, please head to the Hall of Justice and to the conference room." So,
Do we have a Hall of Justice?
Yes, we do.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
I was hoping to avoid that while he was gone. But I knew he was going to say that, and you guys go off and fucking say it.
I mouthed it. I didn't say it.
I couldn't contain it.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
Sorry.
All right, guys, ready to go to the Hall of Justice?
Sure. Yeah.
We should put up the "War is Over" banner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Victory! It's
We can finally celebrate.
victory on the on the sword coast.
Profit off of this.
Loon?
Yeah, so brain was
Yeah.
working. Brain wasn't braining.
Yeah.
Brain wasn't brain.
We can finally celebrate Bloon's release from the hospital.
Yes.
Okay. While we're still waiting for somebody to get back at the table, though, Priqrin, was there anything you were wanting to do during this time?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
At some point,
During the weeks,
Yeah.
Bertram catches you upstairs in the library, and this is what happens.
what? What would you be doing in the library anyway?
I don't know, reading probably. What else would I be
I don't
doing
know, what
in the
would the
library?
wizard do in the
So
library?
here's the fun fact.
Making
Every other week,
Oh, Jesus.
you guys seem to get a crate that has it's a small crate, but it has books in it. You don't know why, but a crate of books shows up at your guys' steps. For some reason, it seems like maybe somebody who's not here in the party purchased a bunch of books that are just starting to still arrive.
Oh,
And Mary bought books to put in the library, and they never showed up.
yeah, house records.
So just let me know.
This is what they need, just
To give you a scenario, you might have been opening a crate and putting books on the shelf. You may be reading a book or something else, but there's plenty of books for you to look over and
We're gonna
read.
create the Priqrin decibel system.
I rolled
By
a
shapes and
I rolled
colors.
a 28 on
That makes
spell.
sense.
Oh, jeez. God.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be seeing you or hearing you.
Yeah,
during
probably
this.
not.
Say what?
Exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead. Act out the scenario.
I open the door and Bertram.
Huh? What?
And so I look around and I close the door behind me and I say, and I reach into my pouch and pull a book and say, might be something interesting to you. My sister acquired this book and it may have some spells in it that that might not be familiar. She made a mess of my house.
Is your sister a wizard?
No.
No.
Well,
That's why she made a mess.
she apparently can read it though, because she did something.
I
Blew
mean,
on the side of my house.
read it. That kind of means she's a wizard, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Let's put it this way. You describe it almost as like a blue. You saw a hint of blue fire before it just went out.
Yeah.
That happened.
You see anything in there that's fire related?
You flip it open.
Yeah.
You look through the pages.
Uh-huh.
Two come in mind that could possibly be what she was trying to cast.
All right.
One is maybe possibly the lightning bolt. The other one is possibly witch's bolt, which is kind of a bluish bolt of lightning energy in a way.
Did it look more like
Blue fire.
blue fire? Okay. Could have been lightning bolt or witch's bolt.
Those are you cast lightning. I've seen
Yeah.
you cast lightning bolt. I've seen one of these guys cast witch.
I've cast witch's bolt as well.
Yeah.
Which?
Anything else in there? Looks like there's a few things in there. I'll leave it. I'll leave it with you.
All right,
But
thanks.
she does not need it.
Okay.
In that book, it contains spells like Alter Self, Cloud Kill,
Did you really get it? That's
Oh.
awesome.
Edward's Black Tentacles,
Ooh, that's
Fly.
there you go.
Oh, you got it. You gotta have
The
a.
fly, you know, you just summon a fly. No,
Very useful.
greater invisibility, lightning bolt,
and just
mage
like-
armor, magic missile, misty step, sending, shield, sleep, spire climb, web, and witch's bolt.
Damn.
Damn.
There's a lot
That
of
is in alphabetical order. That is in the Perquin's decimal system.
All right.
First one does
Exactly how I
Alphabetical
like it. Alphabetical order.
I hope you. Have
whoever made this
memorized
book was
because
very
I
nice.
write
Yes.
it down.
Very nice to
I
put this in
wonder who that
alphabetical
could have
order.
been.
Yes.
Yeah, seeing as how I think some of those were cantrips, I thought.
Is
No,
it
magic
possible?
missile's a first level spell.
Sending is first level. No, message is a
So,
Yeah, yeah.
because I never got to play a wizard, does he just get those spells
No,
now 'cause he's in a
He has
book?
to pay for it.
No.
That's
Technically,
very
he can. Technically, he can swap books, and those would be already prepared, and he doesn't have to worry about it. But there is a condition on swapping books, I think, that you got to read. I'm not sure if you just like, okay, I'm just using this book. I'm not 100%
I
sure.
think I have to like attune to it. Like,
Something like that, yeah. So you have to look in your wizard. It'll tell you about swapping books or copying books or
You
something
only
like
have a
that.
certain amount of known spells, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't just add a new spell just because you have the.
I
You could
mean,
add it to the book. You just can't.
I can't add it to
Yeah.
my list of
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah.
It's there, but he has to prepare the spell to
Yeah.
be ready.
So
Not
it's
to
very
mention, you
complicated.
make sure you have the components for it. If it's any, like, again, any components that say a cost like 500 gold worth of ruby dust,
Yeah.
you need to make sure you have that available because that will consume that. That's why it's a cost. Otherwise, if it just says, oh, you just need a piece of thread and gum and you can cast this, well, it doesn't use it up. It just uses it.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like
Yes,
like a
messenger.
wood-
I think takes like a wire and like gum or something like that, and you can send messaging or something.
Wow, that's
I'm-
awesome.
Yeah,
But you just look at the
it's
components,
smart
like I said.
Yeah.
Anything that says of a cost, that costs. So you got to make sure that you get the cost
Yeah.
for it. If it's anything that doesn't require that, you're fine. That's why the revivify gems and stuff like that. You guys have purchased. You wear a necklace basically.
So, does he? Let me rephrase this. Would it be enough for him to just have the gold, or does he have to actually have the component?
If it's a cost,
I'd have to have the components. If it requires a cost, I have to have the
You have to go out
components.
and buy those.
If it doesn't require a cost, I can. Let's say, like for instance, fly requires a feather. It doesn't consume the feather,
it's like
and so
he just
instead of
holds it
using
with his
the
nose.
yeah, so instead of using the feather, I could use an arcane focus.
Okay.
I can give you a feather if you need a feather.
Precise.
I don't need a feather.
So do I.
Are you sure?
I want
His,
the feather.
his snout is pierced, so you just put this feather right through it and just fly.
Does he-
Hey,
do you have
there.
Anyway,
Do you have a bull ring in your
so yeah,
snout?
so if you got a component that does cost,
Yeah,
as long as you take away the gold, you can say you want three of these types of components or whatever. You can put that down and just say that you got 3 times this of gold or whatever, and just go from there. I'm not going to limit you and say you can't find the resources. You're in a major town,
yeah.
but if you're down in the dungeon, that might. But I haven't seen you guys cast anything that requires consumable stuff usually, unless it's like Revivify, like
Yeah.
because somebody died. That's about it. I just want to bring it because it hasn't been mentioned forever, so I wanted to bring that up.
Copying from a book to another book is the same table as the scrolls, right?
No, because
time wise,
it's I believe your chart
yeah.
comes into play for the books.
Okay.
When you're copying from one book to another book, I believe your chart now you can use your chart.
Uh,
The scroll was a check to see if it's going to,
Yeah.
if you're going to fail, and if you fail the scroll, no matter what, if you succeed or not, the scroll goes away.
yeah.
It's just to see if you were successful to copy it before the scroll goes up. So, I'll say that this happens like within the third week
Okay.
that you guys meet. So within over the 5 more weeks that you have, if you want to copy or do anything, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yes.
So
Can I get a loan from the bank of
The
Bart
bank
and
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
BBA.
see. How much gold am I gonna need for this?
okay, while you're figuring that out,
time though too.
I have a time thing. I can get the level down for each of the spells that I want to add and add up all the time.
so while you're doing this figuring and everything else, and like I said, it's fast forward to the 8th week. You guys got the letter and everything else, and you guys are discussing what's happening. We are going to take our short rest right at this time. So during that lapse, and while we're doing a short rest, if you want to look up what it's going to cost and how much time or whatever, we'll do that. Otherwise, we're going to take a short rest, and we will be right back, guys. Okay.
That's when I need multiple screens.
Hey, you guys, we are back from our short rest. Thank you so much for waiting patiently as we have come back. Now, did you figure out how many spells you're trying to transfer or copy and how much and all that other jazz?
Yes, I'm going to transfer over.
And also we had a discussion. So are you adapting this to this new book, or are you copying spells from that new book to your old?
I'm going to take this new book and adapt some spells from my other book into it.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Tiny Hut, Blight, and I think that's it.
Okay. What levels are those?
Blight is a 4th level and Tiny Hut is 3rd level.
So 7 hours?
Yep.
And 70 gold worth is what it'll cost you to transfer both those over. Since to just copy spells you already know
You didn't need a
into another
for
book.
that, then.
It's 1 hour and 10 gold.
Yeah.
So that's cheaper. Okay. So then you have those spells that I linked over there in chat for you to go ahead and use, and make sure that you swap them over. And again, only if they're within your level that you can use.
Yep.
So
Is there anything that we don't have a level for?
I don't think so, but
I didn't think so either, because it's such a low level where when you got the
When we
book.
found it,
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
pretty
Cloud
sure.
Kill though, that's a 5th level.
Ooh, good.
Oh, yeah, that was a 10 out of 10
Feel
there.
better?
No.
Crispy bird.
Speaking.
All right.
Oh,
So-
Riley, I have Dr. Pepper if you want. Yeah.
Over the course of the remaining weeks, as you studied over the book and you decided what you were going to do with your spells, and you spent a little bit of time moving those spells that you already know onto this book as you deem this book a lot worthy, we fast forward back to our 8th week or so of being up here, and you guys have been summoned to the hall to have a in-person chat with the Open Lord. Again, it's said at your earliest convenience. So that is up to you when you guys leave to do this.
Our day pretty much just started. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you get this courier. It's get close to midday when the courier shows up.
Okay.
It's not early in the morning, but it's
Has to step over to the creative books.
it's getting to noonish lunch, if you would, when you were summoned.
All right, guys, ready to go to see the Open Lord of Waterdeep?
Bertram will not be offended.
Bertram? Okay. Can you watch over the fort for us?
Huh?
What happened?
By the way, during this 8
Thoron
weeks,
wants Bertram to do menial labor and
You might be a reward.
During these 8 weeks, you were able to get your brew up and running, everything else, because I think we looked up about 4 weeks it takes,
Yeah.
I think, to fully go. So you're able to get your still going, and you got your batch of your guys' ale out there as you got another batch going. So
Sweet.
you do have your ale is ready and is available. So
I just poured enough for my 3 what are they called?
party kegs.
Oh, yeah, little tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
Party cake.
party kegs.
Yeah, it's like party cake.
I call them party. They're part of pony, but I think party sounds better.
Yeah.
Party of one. All right. Anyways, so that's what you guys are you.
I'm gonna go
What do you
to
want
the
to do?
open lord. You guys want to go now or tomorrow?
Oh, now.
Yeah, let's go now. All right.
Yeah.
Apparently they think I'm the leader. We're gonna have to fix that one right there. Scratch.
No, you're fine, your highness. We'll go,
Yeah, I think.
and you can present.
I guess
to
Tom
the-
does protect.
We'll go.
Yes.
We'll go. Follow you where you shall lead.
Tips fedora. As in Tips crown. All right, let's go. Apparently.
All right. You make your way over to the hall. Within a matter of, I say, within the 30 minutes of travel. It doesn't take you guys that long, but I'm just saying, from 30 minutes from when you got the letter, read it out loud, you made your decisions, you find yourself at the hall. Okay, within that 30 minutes. I'm not saying it takes the full, I'm just saying within that 30 minutes. Anyways, you reach the hall. You're all welcomed, obviously, because they want to see you. I would say you kind of know where this conference room is that they talk about, so you don't need to ask anybody. You guys walk through the halls. Again, they're pretty well built. I mean, they're nice, decorative, portraits everywhere of past generals, past open lords, current open lord, and so forth. Somewhere in the corner they got like employee of the month, but that's been the same
Jeff.
same guy for the past 3 years, it seems like. But you guys make your way to the conference room. It's locked. It also says conference room A.
Does it say which conference room?
Yeah, you turn around, it's B. You just turn around and go to B. They locked A. I don't know why. Maybe something's going on in there. But anyways,
I'm knocked on the door.
Jeff's birthday party's there.
that's probably it. His inauguration of his birthday.
Man, I wish I got invited to Jeff's birthday party.
It was delicious.
Well, everybody put money into a pool to buy one gift. Did you not do that?
I didn't even know about it.
Oh, shucks. Okay, so you guys go into the conference room. It is large. There is a table, a very large horseshoe-like table that sits in the middle of this conference room. There are no chairs on the inside of this horseshoe. They're all on the outside of the horseshoe itself. There you're greeted by 3 people. There are guards on the other doors that are leading into this room that are on the opposite side of the room of where you guys are at. One of the characters that's there, I don't know if you guys would remember this person, but he wears kind of a dark, blackish to purple looking hat. You know, the Three Musketeers, how they wear they got the hat. I didn't think it was tribe. Wasn't it just a rounded?
The round one with like the plume
Yeah,
coming
with the
off
plume.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fleur-de-lis.
Yeah. So this guy, he's by a chair. He's leaning up against the wall, like over close by a chair, and he leans against the wall, and he's got this dark looking hat with a plume, and he's dressed pretty well nice. But he kind of keeps his head kind of tilted down a little bit. as a person walks in and says, if you may be seated, Lady Lorai Silverhand will be in just a moment. He leans off the wall and proceeds to walk over. Now you get a kind of a glimpse of his face. He does have this grayish, dark skin to him. He's got long hair that's been looks pulled back in like a ponytail type. You could swear that he looks more like a sailor the way he's dressed than anything else, as his boots and the cuffs of his trousers and his pants give off that sailor type of vibe, the way he carries himself. As he sits down, he tilts his head to the side, revealing his face as he goes, "Oh, I think I remember you guys.
It's
Well,
From the
familiar.
theater area. I believe we had a discussion."
And we met with Silver.
Lorelei?
Yeah.
Silverhand?
Yeah,
I don't believe you guys have.
part of the when we did the heist. We did the thing, didn't we?
Yes.
Maybe we just heard about it. But
We do the thing.
You might have been commissioned or asked to do something
Yeah,
for
I
her,
thought we-
but
like,
not met her.
when we were under
personally.
there with that thing, we had that dragon.
Yeah.
The other lady that got burned.
history track was so I don't remember.
Yeah.
But this guy that sits here, his name is Jolister Silvermane.
I think we did. We have met him before.
Oh.
yeah.
Jolister Silvermane.
My dude.
Greetings.
Why
Long
is
time no
everyone
see.
have-
so close of name?
Yeah.
Give Halaster. This dude.
Jolister.
So yeah, so he is
He has been summoned as well, so he's sitting down at the table. You all been summoned, so you're sitting at the table.
okay.
He's not sitting right next to you
Like, it's
guys.
like dinner table, like
No.
like a meeting table.
It's like a-
It's a conference table.
It's an Omega table.
It's like we're setting up the UN.
No, it's shaped in a U, and you are in it. Anyways, so as you proceed sitting, the two guards open up the double doors on the other side, and a beautiful woman walks in. She is very stunning in the way she looks.
Do we know if there's customs with this whole thing? An open lord, if they're like,
Oh, I'd be wearing my
are we supposed
nobility
to
stuff.
stand?
for
And,
the,
We have to curtsy.
That's up to you and your background.
No, there's no point. I'm
But,
from the
we know
wild.
this, like that. There's like a standard operating procedure.
I don't know, Bertram. Would you think that
Bertram's not
there's
here.
Bertram didn't come?
Bertram does no.
Oh.
That's what I said at the beginning. Yeah.
So when Bertram was told about this, you just basically said, "Fuck that, you're not going."
No, I can't show my face in there. I'm not part of this mess.
Okay.
You just
Yeah,
faded.
just yep, right into the ivy. Just
I would s- I
Is it
I'm,
gonna be
I'm
trials
just
for your greater
putting it
visibility?
out there saying depends on your character's backstory whether you do any type of greeting or curtsy or anything like that. Whether you know it or not, it's your character's background. If you know this person's an open lord, if you decide you want to get up and bow or show your respect, that's up to you. It is your background.
I would get up and
Okay,
wait for him
so
to sit down. Then sit
you
down.
hear a table kind of or a chair kind of screech a little bit, stands up.
we were the leader.
Without
the leader.
missing a beat though, Jolister himself also had stood up as well. And he does a little milady.
I do the same. I follow suit.
All right, so you stood up. Anybody else doing anything?
I hit my head on the table on accident because
I rolled a 4. I'm not getting up.
I'm good.
If I would roll high enough, I might have.
I rolled a 50. Might get.
I might get up on a 15.
Now what do you do?
She said nothing.
You just kick your legs up onto the table.
Do what I normally do.
She stencils her name on that chair.
The person
now
who
own
dis.
this.
How what? Someone entered the room.
Person who it is.
So she sees the two of you standing up. Says, please be seated.
Already there.
Sorry about my companion.
It's quite all right. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you, Lot, for your contribution on ending a war that would have been devastating for both sides. As you see, we were trying our best to get this gem back, but were unable to locate them when they ran into the Undermountain. Sent several to follow and to try, but none succeeded as where you all have. I greatly appreciate that. If there's anything that you were wanting to get, by all means ask, and I shall make, as long as it's within my power, I shall make it happen.
We got a statue at the party in the middle of town.
Never in my life have I heard such a great idea.
Wow.
Including the ones that have died on the way.
No.
Pretty big statue.
Is that
Just humble. I mean, just,
Yeah, that's humble.
is that what your group wishes?
Yes.
No.
I don't know.
No.
It's up to them. I was
Never
just
in my
jokingly
life have I
throwing that
never
out.
needed something so bad that I didn't know.
I would love for there to be
Justin,
a
if you don't get
statue
that
of me in the
reference.
middle of town so everyone knows who I am.
But then you can't sneak around as well.
Okay. They don't know it's me.
They do though.
No.
Again, sorry for my
will.
companion.
Nope.
Speaking of companions, you seem to be one short. From the report, there was
Is that a short
7
joke?
of
He
you.
doesn't like short jokes.
I overheard one is fighting
got
in
sick.
the arena, I believe.
Which one are you talking about? I thought he died.
I don't know about that.
So many of our,
That shit.
so many of our party mates have died. You're talking about the wrong one.
Well, it's called Four Dwarves LLC.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Boss counts out loud how many party members there are at the table.
Sorry,
he's been trying to figure out that for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Four
Yeah.
Dwarves LLC.
Yeah.
I'm like,
going,
what the hell?
And I feel like you guys have told me, and I'm too embarrassed to ask because I wasn't paying attention. It's like when someone introduces themselves, and you weren't paying attention, you weren't in the same mind, and they tell you their name, and then go along for so long, it's embarrassing to ask.
Well, we'll make sure that we reach out to him and make sure that he gets his share of the reward.
I appreciate it.
We can just take it to him.
It's up to the it's up to her. The open
I
board.
mean,
I mean, we could really just take it to him.
yeah.
If
I think she wants
We
to
wouldn't want to
thank him.
inconvenience you.
Well, I was hoping to be able to thank him in person.
He's not a people person. He doesn't get along with half of us.
Who?
He stabbed me in the face
I thought
once.
you all got along
Are you
with
talking
each
about
other.
me? Or are you talking about Eber's
So-
going to be confused.
Once
He goes up with a bag of gold.
Yeah.
once again, is there anything that you were wanting to get?
Can we think about it?
I give you a little bit of time,
We'll talk over amongst ourselves.
but before you leave, I must insist that I know what it is, so that way we can go on.
Oh yes.
See, misplaced
Oh my
ours.
god.
And our broom. Seem to misplace our stuff.
They got carpet jacked.
We could use a new sports car.
How much is a car? A flying
we
car?
need a new Rolls Royce.
Convertible this time, right?
Just don't go through the realm of Dallas,
Yeah.
Texas.
An
And
RR
Lincoln.
Speedwagon. Sorry.
Fast travel is now active.
How about no property tax?
This is not.
Yeah, there's
This is not Armageddon. Okay.
Sure, yes, but it's built into your whole what you guys receive as far as income and payments and bills. Because at the end of the 10 week,
day.
you have stuff you have to pay.
Right.
So yes, it's kind of built into that system. So
Yeah, it was like every.
How far have we gotten on construction?
What do you mean
That-
construction? The door's there.
But don't we have to work on the inside? Things like that.
We're having this discussion right now. That's probably what. Dude, we're just sitting over there.
Sorry. Anyway.
Man, the lack of care in this room.
She told us
What
we
do we-
could
what do we
discuss.
Yeah.
The lack of fucks.
Good. So that's why I threw out the statue idea, guys. I mean,
No, I'd rather not. I mean, you can have yours, but I'd rather not. Sorry.
You know what'd be hilarious? If they had put you all in just a stack of dwarves and had all of us just
And a
around
trench
you. Like, no.
Thoron's on top of the stack.
Yes.
Holding his crown.
Yeah. I think
Radius one.
How about a rain check, future favor. We need it.
an IOU.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what? We're mob bosses all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do you this favor, but one day I'm
We
gonna
own
come
this
calling.
Yep.
I like it. Let's do
We
this.
own a tavern pretty much.
I mean,
The mob.
The center point of social
yeah,
gatherings.
we're very close to being a mob at that point.
I mean, we have renown in what?
You got the hitman, you got the thief, you got the fucking the brains.
We got
We got the brains, the bronze.
the
We got it
charismatic.
all.
You got the enforcer,
We got the marked man.
infiltrator.
Magic carpet.
Well,
That's I don't know. We don't know if that's one of their.
We-
Who says she's even gonna try to get that?
Where did we get it originally?
The arena? No, we got it from the battle arena.
Oh, did we?
So that
Yeah.
means it's within her realm. So go ahead.
Yeah.
How about a portable
How about-
castle?
Or
Instant fortress. Grant asked for shit. I mean, that's the one I would
an
want.
item that can spawn magic carpet, like a ring.
No.
It's
Come
anti-theft system, you know.
this isn't the Flash.
Come on, instant fortress. Let's just get one.
Oh, we
That
have
sounds
tiny head.
retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can Tiny Head do 10d10 damage?
Just do the
Yeah.
carpet thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carpet. I'm just fucking
Lost Stars.
Yeah. Would
Lost.
we be able
Fair
to
quote.
get? We'd like, all right, we got to settle, and we sit back down. Would we be able to get a magic carpet?
Flying carpet.
Magic flying carpet. The one that we won in the arena was stolen.
I
And you're not gonna believe it, but it was in the Undermountain.
so you're the ones that won the magic carpet.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have some bad news, as that was about the only magic carpet that was available in town. If it wasn't your group that had purchased it, I would have went to the group that had won it, offered them a cash reward, and got it for them and given it to you.
Yeah, just
Like I said, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of magic carpet flying around.
I mean, we could ask for a large property as well. I mean, buy up the rest of the lot.
trade a man.
Did you just say buy the lot?
Hey, then we can all have like
He's
our
Harry
own
Potter
store.
at the fucking...
Yeah.
It's
Roller
Sure.
is Troll Skull Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I'm sure
towards
there's private
alley.
residences.
Not anymore, there isn't.
Now Now we're really getting into the mob boss mentality.
All I see is
From
Four
Yakuza.
Dwarves Alley.
Just change the alley name while you're
Yeah.
at it.
Think of all the rent.
Are we
And
sure we
How
want
much
that?
money do you need?
Well, I'm going to be hemorrhaging money my entire wizarding life. That's just how wizards work.
I mean, but
I mean, we
speed up the
could-
process. Okay. Would we be able to get paid out instead?
Certainly. Do you have a number in mind?
7 of us, $5,000 each, 35.
Platinum.
Oh God, that's
That's
that would
a lot.
kill the economy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30. What would you say?
35,000, $5,000 apiece.
$5,000 gold?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fishing out a number. I have no idea.
You can always say no. Counter offer. I mean,
I have no clue.
The doors open up, and 2 men come in carrying a coffer, bring it over to the table, sit on the table, and open it up. Piles of gold and silver are in this coffer. He goes, that is 20,000 gold pieces right there.
Ooh. Nice.
Okay.
I can offer you that.
Perfect.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that works.
That's
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
That'll do.
I appreciate your appreciation.
Thank you.
That was another appreciation on top of appreciation for that appreciation.
And I appreciate your due diligence of getting the gem, retrieving it, and saving Waterdeep from this disaster.
I was only doing
If
my
you-
part.
If you don't mind, I am going to go ahead and leave you. Take the time if you need to, divide amongst yourselves here. That's perfectly fine. Or you can take the coffer itself. That is perfectly fine as well. Thank you again, Thoron, and your group. Halaster, thank you for coming.
You need us for
I
anything,
stand up whenever she starts to leave
let us know.
and bow.
Most certainly. Okay. You stand up, and so does Jolister. Stands up. She leaves. As she leaves, all the guards that were in the room also follow her through that door. So the remaining 6 other people that were in there,
They outrank me most
Leave.
likely, right? So I
They're-
was saluting them the whole time until they left.
I'd say they only outrank you because they are personal
Like Royal Guard, pretty much.
guards versus where you're high-ranking servant of the people guard type thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
means guard versus military.
They're all dressed in red, hooded, glowing sticks. No, anyways. Okay. Anywho, as she leaves, and it's just you guys kind of pondering over the loot and everything else, Jolister is still in the room.
Like, why is he?
He stands up and kind of walks over towards you guys. So, the Open Lord does have one more request for you. She did not want to say this amongst her guards, as the less ears they hear, the better.
Like, the spell saw for you, yes.
Okay.
I had.
I am needing a particular item that is found deep in the Undermountain that was created by Halaster himself. This item will secure the safety of Waterdeep for future sakes.
Where's that?
Does it look like?
It is a large, glowing, disc-shaped gem that has Halaster's rune floating in it. It was created by him.
The Halaster has it.
From the information that I have gathered, he created it. I do not know if he does have it, but he did create it. It is very important that you get this and return it to me.
Return it to you.
Return it to me.
If we see it laying around.
I mean, yeah. Is it
and
shiny?
Why is it important again?
All of Waterdeep, protected for eternity.
Seems like a really long time.
I ad-libbed that.
What we-
I mean,
what have we
you know,
found
when
out
hell
about all
splits
this?
it in half, it probably could have been useful.
My bad.
A Bernnice. Love Split in half, taken to a
all
whole
right, let's, sounds like we need to go back to the Undermountain.
That sounds like a
We
plan.
should go.
All right.
Well, you've been storming to go down there anyway, which I still don't understand. But
You've been
yeah.
pestering your new
Why,
leader about
why do
it.
you guys need to go down there? I understand why I need to go. I don't understand why you
There's
guys.
an army of undead. That
Well, not only that, but there's
And-
also
Is that
First year
is that-
had-
Halaster is also a problem. I think we need to.
Yeah, sounds
Finish
like
him.
he's
there's also that contract I picked up from that shady person.
Do we
You
know
just
about
Is
this?
take
Yeah.
contracts from shady people?
I mean, people just hand me things all the time.
Speaking of shady contracts, during one of your runs, boss,
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of which, thank you.
during one of your runs throughout the week, you were handed some information that you
Yay!
asked for from your guild.
Some more of that.
You were asked,
Right out the door.
or not really asked, but you asked the guild about that information of the mystery monster that was said to lurk in Waterdeep.
Yep.
Their information that you were given was that it was past. Excuse me.
Hold him.
It was past the 16th floor, easy.
Whoa.
Not too far from the 16th floor. It's past that. It is described as a dragon.
Dragon.
Dark scales.
Okay. Scared. Depends how
Have
old
we
they
dealt
are.
with already? We've actually made friends with one of them. Cool.
That is about the only other information that was added to your stuff. As anybody that even made it past the 16th floor, it was rare for them to.
Right. I mean,
Find it back.
it's shocking to me because the 16th floor part. That's
And
where
why
were
they
we? 12 or 11?
10.
10.
10.
18, 19,
Ian.
6, 3.
No,
So
we're
high?
not going back.
Why not? Why can't we go back?
42,
So,
8, 6.
309?
309.
So, you're given that information to add to your book that goes along with the description of people saying a humongous, huge, whatever. They just describe it as a very huge creature, giant, if anything, with glowing eyes and sharp, pointy teeth and razor sharp claws. You finally got back information stating that it also had wings and dark scales. So the description that they have put in was it's a dragon. that is being no.
Couple of them. There's a bugbear village.
Well, we know we can't go back to Willow.
It seems to be under control of
Can't go back.
Van Reck.
I can't go back to
Van Rack.
And
VANRAK.
I have no idea. How do I spell the last one?
Yeah.
ANRAK. One of us.
Okay.
Why does everyone know that?
So we have missions.
We have quite a few missions, it seems.
So are you splitting the gold up here?
Why not?
Or are you taking
take
the
it back.
coffer?
Well, yeah, let's just take it back.
Take it
just
back.
take
Do
it
it
back.
at the
Put it in
table
the
at the
bag.
bar.
Yeah, there's two people like to steal stuff from each other. Do you guys want to?
That's that guy that was. Sorry.
Yeah. That I was given the poster.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Van Rack. Okay. I got it now. Woo! Can be taught.
Just double
All
that
these
bag
squares
of
make a circle.
Dump it all.
That's right. It's a
He dropped an entire.
You're just going to dump all that gold into the bag of holding?
I don't. Am
All
I?
right,
I don't know.
it's in a big old chest right now.
In a chest, it's dimensions
the
might be a
chest.
little
we're gonna
bit
take the
bigger than the
chest.
bag.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
carry
I
it.
was thinking of either that or we're gonna have to put it on a wagon and
Why
fly it
wagon?
the streets.
I mean, no one's going to fuck with
Nope.
Have you seen how big I am?
I am the law.
Jesus.
Just somebody describe how they're taking it, and you guys head back to the DoorSmashers.
Expand stilts.
Just hire a wagon and
You want to put the stilts
I
on?
thought they
Pry
were
them out
gone.
and walled up?
I thought like all horses and wagons are gone.
Fine steed, I can use that.
Boss. Carry this.
All right,
you can't carry 20 down.
why can't I?
Both of us.
We
Yeah.
can.
Both of them.
I'll just carry it low. She carries it high.
Pounds.
Huh?
Like 2,000 pounds.
Are you sure about that? Because how do they get it in the door?
They had a bunch of guards bring it in.
Yeah, that's what he said. It was
Okay,
like a
the
ton of
surface to hand ratio of that is not mathing. Let's
It
say
said-
every
it said
guard
if
does it, and there's
you-
10 guards. That's still. How you gonna get them all?
Let's say somebody probably had some magic that helped,
There you go.
since
If
we
this
are in a
showed up-
fantasy type of world
Wait,
here.
I think I can only cast that one.
Hey, but somebody did mention they could summon Find Speed and finally use that in town.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Find Steve. Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Ruffles, come save me.
Ruffles.
You named him after Chips. That's awesome.
It wasn't after chips though. It
So
was,
that is an option.
Do
I mean, let's do it.
Do it.
Fine
All right.
Steve.
So you move it along.
let's put a saddlebags on.
You guys
put them
step
back.
outside. You summon Ruffles.
Yeah.
How do you summon Ruffles?
I do the,
Come on, Ruffles.
All you hear is a little. Oh!
What the hell is this?
It's Ruffles. You met him in the dungeon. Whenever he bit me.
Apparently.
Why did it
Yeah.
howl?
What the hell? Ruffles.
Ruffles is a
Big
mastiff.
Bernard?
Mastiff.
Oh.
A large creature mastiff too, so it's a big mastiff.
Wait,
All right. A little more
I
water
forgot
Ruffles.
about.
Yeah.
I forgot that mastiffs are this tall instead of like a regular dog.
Well, you can change.
It
It's
changes to
magic.
conform to his size.
It's magic, baby.
I thought
So
about
if he
finding
was your size, the dog would probably be equivalent bigger. So, yeah. So he comes. You strap the chest to him.
Yep.
All right. And you
Feel all
guys
right? Okay, good.
head on over. Okay.
Would be nice.
You
They had
get-
horses.
You get back to your place of business. Again, you're more than welcome to drop off whatever you need to in your safe that you have.
Okay, let's talk about the splitting this.
All right.
So we want to just put it in the safe as a community chest. Do we want to take some each to have monies? What do you guys want to do?
I want to buy potions for the party.
What I think we should do is
So I would like to have some.
what I think we should do is I think we should set a certain amount set to the establishment, and then the rest of it divided between us.
So doing the math, if we each took 2,500, that would leave 2,500 to put in the
That works for
That's
me.
okay. That works.
into the
Building.
building chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So everybody gets 2,500 of their own gold.
Well, once you get done splitting it, you realize you are a little short on how much she said.
By
Of
how
course
much?
Of course. How much?
So it was 19,432.
No, it's about what you were saying about splitting amongst the people because they apparently left out enough for the other person of your
Oh.
party that wasn't there.
So they kept out 2,500. So we only had 17,500.
You each still can get the amount that you said. It's just you don't have any extra throw into the.
So we should take 2,000 each
Uh-huh.
and put
3,500.
3,500 in the pot.
That works for me.
Okay.
Okay. As she stated, they wanted to give the money to your
Yeah.
companion that wasn't there
So
to convert
Ebert's
it.
going to get $2,500 of 2,500 gold, and he's going to be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those clowns for like a year."
He's probably going to think it's something to do with the arena. Who knows? Just, oh, fuck, I got a bonus? All right. All right, this works.
That was a nice. Segue. Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Yeah. Flash over.
Yes.
That not giving up Bertram.
Oh.
Man,
I
could you
got
imagine
this.
if we decided to settle on getting a statue made and eat it?
You know, maybe we
Shit. I was hoping you'd say statue. That opened up doors for all kinds of shit.
I'm kind of glad
All
now we
right,
didn't
cool. You guys are going to
it.
get a statue put in your honor. All right. All right. Let's go.
Northeast. West.
You do something else for her. Well, they tore down that statue and rebuilt it in a different type of stone.
All right. Well, there you go.
Bertram didn't need the money anyways.
Bertram puts in the old family chick. The old family offers. He's not. Idiot. Not the smartest.
Oh. All right.
$2,000 is $2,000.
$20, $20.
Right.
Well, when $20 only equals $1. That sucks.
All right. So we got shit to do. Yep. Wrap up.
So, in this entire 8 weeks,
No
there's
apartments,
no
does
potions in the
lifestyle, one
entire
gold
city
piece.
that are being sold.
Potions.
What do you need potions?
We don't
Yeah.
need potions.
Potion.
We don't. I mean, we have enough healers.
We have.
You guys are assuming that I'm talking about healing potions. I'm talking about any kind of potion.
We have
what's up
magic
with
beyond magic.
What's up with barbarians and potions?
No, no.
Right,
Because they can't have magic.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly. You won't answer your own damn question.
I could literally make you fly. Why do you need a potion?
Will you make me fly?
Not
No.
now.
Okay then.
He can literally make you crawl.
Are we
on
leaving in the
wall.
morning?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's afternoon right now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pushing late afternoon. It took you guys a while.
That means that we
The
can.
whole conference thing and everything took longer than what we narrated. But
Muertos.
I'd say it's pushing towards the
Yeah.
afternoon.
All right. Why make him fly then? Stop it, bitching. He can fly around for an hour.
Oh no, I lost concentration.
Wow.
I get this far.
As soon as I drink, I get fucking.
No, seriously, you stop. Oh, I get about this far. Oh, I lost concentration. I fucking eat shit right there.
Oops, I punched
Shit,
Bart.
cast,
No,
taste,
because that
and
would
fly.
be bad on my ability to cast spells, right?
Yeah.
I gotta prove that I can.
No, that would be you fucking with me. And that makes more sense on you.
I wouldn't, because that would make me
No.
feel like a bad spellcaster.
But I would.
Okay.
I punched Bart.
Make a con save.
I have advantage.
And +3.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
+3.
Should have kicked him in the nuts. Would have been more of a disadvantage.
Mal's over here fucking with me.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
And
What?
Lick him on the face.
Intimidating.
Lick him on the face. That always loses
As a
some of his
dog?
concentration.
What? Where did that come from?
I call over my dog. I'm like, look, I have bacon, and throw it on Bart's face.
Fucking Ruffles goes after him too now. God damn it.
And then
Ruffle. Okay. Fun fact: Ruffles cannot get in through the door.
yeah.
That
my
dog is-
wearing it.
That dog is too big to fit in the front.
Oh, we're
Oh, he's an outside dog.
Yeah. It's a
All of a
mount.
sudden,
I can
McLaughlin.
roll in a minute.
Sarah,
It-
what's it? Sarah McLaughlin's playing in there.
Did anyone
Right
have-
I'm a
now.
warcaster.
Does anyone have a increase in reduced size?
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay. Alright. I'm making a wall for horses and dogs now.
We have he can we have stable.
Her dog can blink in and out. That's no problem with her dog.
How big
No.
is her dog?
Not her dog, but
Yeah,
horses
dog
when you
is
finally
I don't
hear
know.
them again.
My
But
dog's not
yours
that
is
Warden's like just a
Okay.
well.
You're about to throw a sharp
Morden's gotten bigger.
No.
What is your dog's name?
Roxy-
So I don't get
Roxy has
thrown
gotten
shit.
big.
Roxy, okay.
Roxy has gotten bigger than what size she was when you first.
Well,
Matter.
that's understandable.
Wait,
Oh,
dogs age really fast, so
Yeah.
it should
It's a
be like
magical
this tall
dog.
now.
a little bit shorter. You lower your hand down. It's shorter. All right. No. Up. About there.
Okay.
That's
It's like a Labrador.
Yeah.
Sure. Large breed, but not like extreme large, like a Mastiff
Medium large breed.
or a Rot. Well,
Medium.
Rot's pretty close, but anyways.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, so I let him fly around for a while and then I
Make
Inside
sure I
the
eat
tavern?
shit.
tell him to get down so I'm
Okay, get down. Oh, that was fun.
yeah, see you don't need any potions. Don't waste your money.
Okay. I can swipe ahead if any of you are needing components for spells that would cost, again, like $300 gold worth of ruby dust or anything like that. We'll swipe it and say that you went and picked all that stuff up. So just minus that from your list. Again, if it's just components but doesn't show the quantities, if you have a focus, obviously that takes it
In your
over.
bag of feathers, are they bird feathers? Or are they
I don't know. They're just feathers.
Yes, I can answer that for you.
bird feathers?
They're bird
Perfect.
feathers.
Any feather you want.
They're basically from
Any-
feathered animals. Some birds, some reptiles, but
Any color, any shape, size. What else?
but she definitely, if you need feathers, she's got feathers for spells.
Yes.
If you need some, they will work. Anywho,
Okay. Strap on.
I'm getting rations and things, but can I include like flour?
sure. Is flour on the list of stuff you can purchase?
It is.
Color?
I can't. I
There's a
can't
whole
find
list of
Of food
food
ingredients.
ingredients, yeah.
Okay.
Why
I mean,
do
there's a
you-
peak for.
The only reason is I
Chef.
looked last week.
Okay.
Just want to know if there was canned items.
Bertram gets some ball bearings.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just swiping it.
Have
You
you seen
guys,
some of that stuff can do? It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, we used to
I did it once.
hunt. I used to hunt as a kid with a wrist rocket. Stuff that you bring.
So I only got one out.
All right, so
That
when the
sucks.
morning comes, sorry, I'm going to narrate.
yeah, making sure everybody's good how they are. If you're not going
Get ready
today,
tonight. Get all your
Yep.
shit because we're leaving in the morning.
leaving in the morning. Okay.
Everybody go to the bathroom.
Everybody
before.
pack the bag and get ready.
Everybody has a diamond, right?
No,
I do not.
I do not.
You do now.
Shit.
You do now.
Okay, excellent.
Make sure you take it off of your
I'll pay
money.
it for you since you're buying it for me.
What size of diamonds are you getting?
What I need for me.
You have two different spells that does that, don't you? You have one that's a revivify, which is cheaper, but then you have one that's a bigger one. I think by now
There's
you
one's
should have a
300,
bigger one.
one's 500.
Yeah, the bigger
Ray's
one.
dead now, don't you?
Yeah. Ray's dead.
That sounds cool. Yes.
That's 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, but I mean, you only
That-
need like
Or
one of
diamond.
those, right?
Raised Dead allows you to actually more or less the person can expire. Where Revivify, you have like a minute and you need to use it.
That's what the
Yeah.
gentle
Where-
repose is for.
Raise Dead, I think they could be dead for 10 days or so, or something
Yeah.
like that. They can be dead for a few
You
days,
really
and then
don't
you can
need
revive them.
Revivify anymore.
What is the?
But that one has more of a
Especially with that
kickback, I
spell?
believe, than Revivify.
What do you mean kickback?
Meaning, if you get Raised Dead and you get spell Raised Dead gets put on you, you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for
Yes.
3 days.
Because I did that
or
on
so.
him.
Yeah.
I did that
Yeah.
on you.
But
yeah.
3 or 4 days.
What,
It's several
what,
days.
You raised dead on you?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, that's
several
right, 'cause we
days. So
couldn't get to-
you're
I
exhausted
didn't
for
have
several
general
days.
info,
Now,
so
what
I
about
couldn't see it.
reincarnate?
That
You actually
depends on what the spell says.
That's a big.
But I
ass
think
spell.
Reincarnate I thought was a druid.
It's like a 7th level
I don't
spell.
know. I'm asking because I know that is one.
I believe I thought
So I'm
Reincarnate
paying-
was a
I'm
druid
paying
spell,
for
and
the-
it's a high level druid spell.
Diamond. 5. So
Yeah, 500 gold.
Yeah, 5.
Gonna need a
So-
diamond as
So
well.
do I add it to my own inventory? Or
Yeah. Yep.
So
Preferably,
Have we
I
not
think
been back up since I died?
No.
Mm,
No. Yeah, we have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you need a
I
diamond?
do need a diamond.
Okay. So what? I need 3 diamonds.
5,000 gold pieces. Wait.
No.
Last time I
500.
died, I didn't even. Damn diamond didn't do shit.
Okay, Boomhauer.
Oh my god. Calm down over there. Hey. What the
Helm's sake.
hell's sake?
I'm just gonna put this on here, but
Okay. So yeah, 3 diamonds of 500.
Well, again,
Yeah. You're paying for
My stuff.
There it is.
So you guys have gotten your stuff.
Yep.
You know the route you're going to take to get back down.
Level 1
Okay. So
to level 10.
you guys close shop. You guys close shop for the night.
Yep.
Patrons leave.
Yep.
Bloom gets paid for his weekly service again. And he leaves and locks up behind him. You all put out the fire downstairs, take one last look at your home down here, head back up for bed for night. Some of you, pretty normal night. A couple of you get jutted awake a few times throughout your night with uncertainty of what could possibly be a vision that you've been having. You wake up the next morning, you put on your armor, you put on your gear, you gather your stuff, you're well rested. Bart
is ready. Like standing at the bottom of the
First
stairs.
person downstairs is Bertram.
Bertram.
Bertram has already shown up.
You know
Wait.
what? Leaving?
he's ready to play.
He already knew. You guys have, you already sent him a message to let him know. He already knows.
Bart is ready.
Bart meets Bertram, but the rest of you follow suit not too long after. You gather your stuff up. You get one more ale,
One more breakfast.
one more breakfast.
One more good breakfast.
Long night breakfast.
Bloon is there to see you off as he raises toast
Assumed mask on.
to the adventurers of the DoorSmashers. May your journeys come with you great rewards. Don't die, because if you do, I don't get paid.
Wow.
And
Facts.
he drinks down the ale, goes back behind the bar and begins to prep for the day and get ready for customers. You guys finish up, leaving your plates and cups there as they get carried off by Leaf. You head outside. It's a better day than it has been in forever.
Goes back as a
You see the normal amount of guards. You're starting to see larger groups of people now actually roaming the streets. You've seen carts actually with people versus soldiers roaming the streets.
All right.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's for reincarnate.
3 familiar horses
human.
come trotting down the road with riders on each one of them.
Right at dawn.
A beautiful Mustang, long, flowing mane, prestigious. A large, godly-like freaking white horse.
My horse!
The first time she's
smaller-
talked the
Dude,
entire
this
time.
is exactly what I see. Jumps out of the thing, screams my heart, and just starts sprinting down the street towards fucking.
Give me my horse.
A smaller horse, not too apparently loved, also there as well.
Oh my gosh, the other horse. What's her name?
The
I
sad
forgot
part
its
is,
name.
you recognize two of the riders, as they happen to be the blacksmiths just down the street. They
No way.
air Genasi and the fire Genasi that run the blacksmith.
We better be getting paid for these horses.
As you run up, shouting at, they're quickly pulling on the reins and stopping. And we apologize. Did you not get our letter?
What letter?
No.
We left a letter.
Where?
Our
Dossier,
apologies.
dossier.
They've been fed and groomed and taken care of. We had to leave in a hurry. We came by, nobody was here. We left a letter and we took off. I am sorry.
Thank you for bringing
I
that
think
back.
it's fine.
The other guy on the horse is tied up, by the way,
Oh,
Are we doing
and gagged.
Western horse?
That is Bertram's horse.
Yeah. What's up with this dude?
We found him riding a horse that did not belong to him while we were leaving Waterdeep. We proceeded to chase, and took us a while to get it back, as that horse is a fast fucking horse. Well, we were able to get him back. But we brought your horses back, as we stated in a letter that we would bring him back as soon as the other army marched away, and they have left, or they seem to be leaving.
Bertram drags that guy off and drags him.
You a horse thief?
Just no
Yeah.
man, just. Oh.
Yeah, no, you throw him on the ground.
Oh, let's draw and quarter him.
And
I
I
have horses.
take his
We do
gag
have
out my
horses.
question. What are you
And
doing with
ruffles. Or ruffles.
He is weird looking, his skin looks scaly.
Imagine it's a Mary.
Yeah, kind of. Like he might be a half breed or something in nature. He looks human, but he has, like, his skin looks just like
Yeah.
scales. Like he has some scales
I asked
showing
him the
up.
question.
You asked him what again? Sorry.
What are you doing with my horse?
I stole it, okay?
Why?
I was contracted to steal this horse, take it out of Waterdeep, and sell it
Boom.
to anybody.
How'd you pick my horse?
That was a part of the contract.
Horn, horn.
We need zone of truth here.
And how do you know it was them?
I'm literally getting out the rope and getting ready to
He's
tie
already
him to
tied
the
up.
horses. No, he's about to be drawn and quartered.
They paid me in
literally-
advance. They paid me in advance to steal the horse, take it away from
I
Waterdeep,
tie him back up.
and I can keep the money after selling the horse. That's all I was told.
I tell my horse to go.
And you tied him where?
Aww.
Where'd you tie this guy to?
Nothing. He's just laying on the ground.
Well, he was already on the ground. You said you tied him up again?
I put the
Oh,
gag back in his mouth.
you.
No, I kicked him.
Yeah, your horse is pretty smart. It
Yeah.
trots
I told him
off.
to go home.
Which is like the fifth
So what are we gonna do with this clown?
I
I
told
think
you.
we just
We're
leave
not
him
gonna
here.
draw and quarter.
If you all wouldn't mind, we will take him in our possession.
Yeah,
We did track him down for y'all's. It's the best we could do.
Speaking
Yeah.
of possessions, what kind does he have?
Okay.
What?
You just got.
Possessions.
I wish
Okay,
what
Mary.
you was your tail the roaring horn.
A horse thief.
Yeah.
She
But
gets
it's
shot in the
wrong.
back with an arrow.
Watch their back.
You just see him. He just
Yeah,
shakes his head like kind of like rapidly,
And
and
I
then
kick him
yes.
again.
Stop kicking people.
No,
He's got a black
stole my
eye,
horse.
and he might have some bruised ribs going on, and you went and kicked him some more. Yeah.
What?
Uh,
How would you feel if you had a black eye and someone just
He stole my
kicked
horse.
the two Genasi get off the
All of a sudden, he
horses.
stole your horse. You probably nuke them.
Well,
All
I
of the
did.
fireballs, all of them.
All 7 levels.
The two Genasi get off the horses. They put him back into the stable. They pick up the guy. The fire one picks him up like with ease, just flings him over his shoulder, and they head off to the
That's
nearest
taken care of.
place to turn in this
I
criminal.
paid them 50 gold for taking care of our horses.
A piece?
No, 50 gold total, 25 apiece.
You cheap bastard. But that's fine. Whatever.
God,
Sure.
but we-
Take-
Cheap? You like an average person doesn't see a gold a piece.
Well, how much do we give Floon?
He
Anywho,
gets paid royalty. Royalties.
there you get 1% of what I just got paid. Here you go. No, I'm joking with you. Anyways, that was a pretty interesting encounter. As you guys now gather your stuff up, your horses have been returned, and you march on to the Yawning Portal. You get back to the Yawning Portal, it's business as usual, but less guards or soldiers are in there now. More adventurers. You hear music playing, and it seems pretty lively.
Oh yeah, we gotta go back to the Yawning Portal because we gotta go to level 1.
You toss a coin to Durham,
Burning? Yeah.
Durnan,
Yeah.
and he begins to lower those
So
that
if
cannot fly down.
If I don't need to, no, I'm not gonna fly. I'm not gonna waste this spell slot at this point. I'll only waste the spell slot when we're done.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. For those that want to fly, he will lower your asses down. Otherwise, no. Yeah, if you want to go down, you toss him a small pouch of coins. It's usually a gold per person, and he begins to lower y'all's down. One by one, you're down on the ground on the first floor. Thoron, you kind of know the way, and remember the way as you led the group back up. And he begins his pace, as not quickly, but a pretty good stride. Metal clinging and everything else.
This is the way.
You follow the path on the first floor, all the way to that portal that you took to get here from the 10th. And of course, now I got to bring that up. What it was? Do you remember? Anybody remember what it was that you had to do for that portal? Oh yeah, I do. I remember. You see an emblem of what looks like a wizard holding a wand.
Enter time.
Yeah.
Intro
I have
time.
to just wave a magic wand at it.
Love you so
Yeah.
much.
Any magic wand, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
which
It's
I
a
think I
mirror
still,
too, by the way.
I think I still have the musical one you handed me the last time.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't want to break a good one.
Again, again, yes, it is a image of a wizard pointing a wand. So somebody pulls out
Literal
a
wizard.
wand.
It's got
Yeah,
points
Probably
on
the
the
wizard.
You stand within 5 feet of the mirror and you point it out. And when you do, that portal opens up. And who is the first one to go through?
Bart,
What?
I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Are you
Okay,
blind?
Bart-
Bart's
lot
the
of-
first one.
Yeah, Bart is chomping to go back right to the. I warned him there's an undead army here when we left here.
All right.
You say undead army, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic.
And he brings his maul out
But I'm right here.
and just busts through. But I push it away.
We have about 33.33 repeating percent chance to win.
We're
Yeah.
on
Put 'em right
Can't believe that was staged.
Yeah. And I bust through,
I don't believe.
screaming a dwarven battle cry.
It's
Okay.
just gibberish to me, by the way. It's like,
I need you,
Battle cries.
I need you, if you would please, roll a d20.
Oh yeah, those dead bodies.
I'll roll it electronically.
That's the next goals.
That's just
I forgot that
sad.
song.
And now you've told the whole world that.
no one knows that song?
Yeah, I've
No.
heard that song. Yeah.
Okay. It's a parody.
There you go. 16.
Idiot. Idiot.
Okay.
No, it's bright out.
Did you see by the sun?
Here comes
Okay,
the sun.
16? Okay, you're not signed in on Roll20 according to this.
What?
Yeah, I saw you. It was
You yeeted
Locked
yourself out. When you went through the portal, you completely broke the fourth wall and you're gone.
Ian, Mal, Bernice, Priqrin, Thoron.
It says I logged it.
It shows.
I'm not
everybody but Bart.
showing y'all.
Well,
on-
you're
I'm
not
not-
there.
Yeah.
Refresh. We're
All right, I'm refreshing.
refreshing the page and. I don't know. I'm trying to make.
There we
my
go.
brain.
Nope, no, I didn't mean to do that.
He's gone. Yeah.
And he's gone again. There he's now he's back again.
Oh, hi.
Hey, if a prompt comes up, just say no. If it real quick. I'll deal with that in just a
We're
second.
we're reticulating the splines right.
You
The
guys
Sims.
find yourself now back in the chamber that you left on the 10th floor. Remnants of bodies in the corner, burnt pretty much to a crisp.
On every fireball.
No, at this point there's maybe, if anything, a lingering of smoke, but there's no smell at all.
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't
2
remember
months.
toasting these.
Yeah.
I didn't
But
do
there's
this.
no army
Someone
of the
set
dead
them in oil.
here to greet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I come through and
Yeah. Ah, what?
disappointed.
Yeah, where's this?
Well, they were here.
Are
But you
sure?
were back in.
There's no like littered anything. Just the what those were like dwarves,
No,
weren't they?
The room was what looks like it was once used for weapon practice, as you see evidence of wreckage of several archery targets. Besides the mirror, besides the archery targets, the mirror, and the remains, that's about all of the room that was there. So it was done with practice.
Before, just to back up real quick.
Yeah.
Bertram cast a gift of for a week.
Yeah, I figured you would. I figured that much. Okay. Okay. But you guys find
Okay,
yourselves.
Ready?
You guys find yourselves
Head in.
again in this room now being lit by the magic orb of Mal when she finally comes through with her orb, pulling it back out to light up the room. Cold, dampish room. Echoes. Who here speaks Elvish?
I do. I know that one off the bat.
Elves are in life. Jeez.
Okay.
Flashbacks from their own campaign.
Sorry, I'm trying to. I
Speak
got
Elvish?
something I got to read here in just a sec.
Choose this one.
No, I got to roll d6. Where's my?
Chose one. I could have
Oh,
adopted
there it is.
A.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Didn't know what came after A.
Well, I could have been a
Barbarian
dwarf and then
You hear an Elvish. Those of you that speak Elvish or understand Elvish, you hear a woman's voice echo through the halls. It's not loud, but it does echo enough for you to hear clearly, where you hear Minara, report to the temple at once.
We haven't done much on this level, right?
You have not done much in this level at all. But you do hear, like I said, a woman's voice in Elvish echo through the halls.
I don't know what it said, but now
Some
I'm
levels have been explored.
physically and mentally
Some of this
angry.
level.
Some of this level has been explored, yes.
Actually, what?
Any of the doors that you guys will come across, if that are open, those are the doors you have gone through. Because nobody has closed doors behind them.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Do we even know what that means?
I heard.
Alright.
Sounds like an
Nah.
intercom.
They called somebody to the temple.
That's what it
There's a
sounds
temple
like.
here. We don't know much about this level.
We don't.
Well,
No,
except for
We
as
those
went in and
stats.
just
this level does look elvish. This level, the rooms and stuff that you've come through do have cobwebs and spider type motifs and designs to them.
Oh, good.
Where did Thoron get a ranger feat called Favorite
Like
Foe?
from like level 3, like those kind of runes.
Yeah, possibly, quite
Yeah.
possibly, yes. So
Wait,
you do
you
see,
would really know this.
so you see webbed arches and such
Yeah.
and so forth. Anywho,
What's the parachute?
you guys have walked through.
Drow.
Yep.
You hear the voice, and you begin your trek once more through the Undermountains. And that's where we're going to actually pick up for next game as you start here. So you had a nice little 4 sessions of downtime.
Nice.
There we go.
That's good.
You guys had four sessions of downtime, 8 weeks up in there to do shit. Got laid if those of you got laid. Drank for those that want to drink. You fixed, you worked, you did all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Most of you feel very well rested and accomplished. Some of you are still a little on edge.
This will make it better. It's kill to know.
Bertram, I will point this out though. Your power, your power itself, your spells, your power feels stronger. The moment you stepped in here feels stronger than they had when you were up in Waterdeep. So thank you guys so much for watching. We definitely appreciate that. And if you're not already following, hit that follow button. It'll definitely help us out and keep us going. Again, happy Mother's Day for all those mothers out there. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. So until next time, guys, I am Drunk Monkey 42, but today I was Ryan the DM to DM the group, the DoorSmashers. And we will catch you guys next stream.
Goodbye.
Don't forget.
Peace. Oh, yeah. That's my last call. Peace. There we go.
Ah.